Happy Saturday, everybody. What is going on? It is your boy, the Bad Diggity Dizzle. Yeah, I need a shave. I'll probably do that Sunday night, though, after the game. You know how we do. College football game you guys watching today. Ohio State better not screw me, man. I took them. They're a 2-touchdown favorite over Oregon. They are driving right now, which is good, but they should be up by now. But what's going on, everybody? Hope your Saturday is going good. Obviously, this is a strange time for me to be streaming today. But it is what it is. It'll probably be live tomorrow before the game at some point, maybe like 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, somewhere in there. We'll do a little pregame tomorrow as well. But I just wanted to come on here today and talk about whatever the hell you want to talk about, whatever. You know, the Giants, so obviously, is the big thing with the New York Giants playing tomorrow. And then, of course, you know, you got our Yankees that just stink in the worst way possible. But, hey, man, this is, Saturdays are always fun for me regardless, just because of the college football. Even when if I go out or whatever, I can always watch the stuff on my phone, which is fantastic. So I love college football Saturday. Oklahoma plays later tonight. They're a 50.5-point favorite. Don't know if they're going to cover. I'm not touching that with a 10-foot pole. But, yeah, Ohio State's got a punt again, so we're scoreless here. Know what the hell is going on, but and I've had this. I got this and this last weekend. When I was when I was in Massachusetts, I got a couple of hats. I keep kicking myself in the ass for not getting the Expos one, because I love the old Expos stuff. So it is what it is, but. I don't know, Lord Commander Mandy, how can I be the man when you the man? What's going on? Will Rocker, sports expert, Jared Williams, Kalen Chobel. What's going on? Lake Nona, Dustin Bolanos, Nick Santello, Nathan Collins, Jared Williams. I saw that one. Afghanistan, Udu, Guitar Hero, Arian. What's going on, guys? 3-time Super Bowl champs in the house. Yes, I know the Expos are the Nationals. Very good. Very good. Yes. I know that they moved to Washington. But the old Expos uniform, the old Expos logo is pretty kick-ass. So there are still Expos hats out that are brand new that you can get. But obviously any Expos apparel that gets sold goes to the Washington Nationals. Yeah, they moved. I know who they are. Trust me. I know a little bit about baseball. AP, what's up? Evan Spitzberg. Janice, my lady. Alabama Janice in the house. And making me the Yankees are going to turn me into Alabama bad dog, too. The way they're drinking, or the way they're playing. Jesus, they're going to make me drink. Mark Hernandez, Bubba Gump, what's good, my man? How you doing? NYG31, Cortez Smith, Carlos Holloway. Yeah, week 1 is tomorrow. I'm definitely looking forward to that. There's no doubt about that, man. It's been a long time with the Giants, and, the Broncos aren't scoring 32. Where are these people getting the Broncos are going to score a ton of points? These people that think the Broncos are going to put up 27, 30 points, they got to be higher. They know zero about football. Nothing. They know nothing about football. These people that think Denver is going to score in the 30s against the Giants don't have the first clue. Go watch some football. Learn about the Giants defense. Learn about the Broncos offense. 32 points. Are you high? 32 points. Get the hell out of here. Giants had one of the best defenses in the league last year. They have one of the best secondaries in the league. Denver's offense is no good. They're going to MetLife Stadium. All of a sudden, they're going to put 32 against one of the best defenses in football last year when the Giants had no offensive firepower whatsoever. Yeah, that makes sense. Got to be an Eagles fan that made that comment. Got to be. That has to be an Eagles fan. Come on. David the Marine veteran, what is going on? Always appreciate you being here, sir. Appreciate your service. Obviously, today is the 20-year anniversary of 9/11. It's hard to believe that that's been 20 years, man. It's hard to believe. I know a lot of people in my chat weren't even born when that happened. So that's pretty crazy that that's been that long. Obviously, all your thoughts and prayers always go out to the families of, who lost loved ones in that day. It's one of the biggest tragedies in the history of our country. So, and obviously as a New Yorker, it has different meaning to us. So, like I always say, when I always post that every year, I post it on Instagram. Never forget. Never forget. Never forget. Where was I 9/11? I was working. I was working that day. I remember hearing it on the radio. They came up with an update, just said a plane had crashed. And in the first one, you just kind of think, wow, that's terrible. But you don't think anything of it. You just think it's an accident. And then the second one, and then you knew something was wrong. I remember going home, and I don't ever watch news. I'm not a guy that watches the news, but I remember I just, for like the next few days, and that's where my eyes were just glued to everything that was going on. Social media wasn't really around in 2001. The internet was still, it was moving along, but it was still pretty early. So there was no Twitter. There was no Instagram. There certainly was no YouTube. There was nothing like that when that happened. So, yeah, 20 years, man. It's insane. Now I was 24, so I remember it well. Yeah, sorry to hear that, David. Yeah, I mean, it sucks. That's why I always say, man, I appreciate, the hell out of the men and women that serve our country. Because without you, we wouldn't be able to do all the things that we can do. I say it all the time. I would never be able to do what I do here without all the men and women that serve this country. And I say it all the time. You guys don't get enough credit at all. And I've talked about it. It won't be the next 24-hour stream, but the one in August, we are going to, that's going to be one of the charitable foundations. Well, we'll pick one of the charitable foundations for, the men and women of the armed forces for the one in August next year. But that's what we're going to do, because like I said, you guys, I don't think you get enough credit. I don't think the men and women that serve our country get enough credit and enough due for everything that they do for us everyday folk that just take it for granted that we have our freedoms, the ability to just come and go as we please and do what you want and be able to go on YouTube and be able to go out to dinner and be able to do everything that we want to do. We could never do that without, the awesome men and women who put their lives in the line to give us a better life. So I always respect what you guys and girls do. You're the real heroes of this country, you people. You people, the police, the firemen, all the people that save lives every day, you're the heroes. And you deserve a lot more credit than you get. No matter how much credit you get, it's never enough. Robert, thank you, brother. I appreciate you. Really, thanks so much, my good man. There's a good Eagles fan, by the way. Robert Dredden, a good Eagles fan. He says, what up, Bad Dog? I joined the Army as an infantryman because of 9/11. As you know, I grew up in South Jersey, so that hit home for me as well. God bless. Best of luck tomorrow, G-Man. Hey, Robert, I appreciate your service, buddy, obviously. So thank you for all that you do. And, yeah, I'm ready for football, baby. We're ready for football. So let's go, baby. We are ready for football. I'm so ready for football. Again, it kind of gets your mind off of things. And, it's just football is always a lot of fun. The trash talking thing, that's part of sports. That's always a lot of fun. But I say it all the time, man. For me, obviously, I don't like the Eagles and I don't like the Cowboys. I'm a Giants fan. But I love interacting with the fan bases on YouTube. I love talking trash back and forth. It's a lot of fun. I never take any of that crap personally. I don't care. They can make fun of Daniel Jones. All I ever say is if you're going to trash talk the Giants, you can expect a response from me. Don't get butthurt when I kick your ass in a trash talking battle, because it's going to happen. So don't get all mad at me when you try to trash talk my quarterback or whatever, and then I stick up for him and I ruin you. Don't get mad at me when I embarrass you trash talk. It happens. Janice, my lady, thank you so much. I appreciate you, Alabama Janice. Really. She says, for everyone involved in 9/11, we will never forget. That's right. It's the only time that I can remember, Janice, people actually rooting for the Yankees. Like, not outside of New York. Like everybody rooting for the Yankees in that World Series. That was surreal. Because, the Yankees they're still hated by pretty much everybody that's not a Yankee fan. So they're kind of like the Cowboys of baseball. And yeah, it was obviously, like I said, that's just, it's monumental. It's hard to believe it's been 20 years. It really is. It really is, man. Mike, my man, thank you so much. I appreciate you, brother. Really. He says, contribution to honor Robert Dredden's service. Hey, man, thank you, Mike. And of course, thank you, Robert, David. And like I said, everybody else that serves. I don't know who else is part of the military in here, but I appreciate you guys. I jinxed the Yankees. Tell me how I did that. Tell me how I jinxed the Yankees. Because I said they were World Series contenders. After I made that video, they won their next 4 games. So tell me how I jinxed him. If my words have that much power, I wouldn't be on YouTube. That's a fact. If I could actually jinx people, now I'm a superstitious guy, but if I could actually jinx people with my words or make outcomes happen with the things I say, yeah, I wouldn't be on YouTube. I'd be doing something else. I can tell you that right now. My words had that much power. I'd have a lot of power. I can tell you that. Yeah, pro gamer. I can't wait for the game tomorrow either. Yeah, Jake, that was a rough one. I mean, for me, with the Yankees, obviously, I'd seen them win 3 in a row prior to that, so it certainly sucked. But I was like, I guess they can't win every year. Little did I know, they'd only win 1 after that. So it's been rough. It's been a rough stretch for Yankee fans. The Yankees jinxed themselves. Yeah, they did. They put Friday the 13th, and they won their 13th in a row on Twitter. Not Twitter, Instagram. They put Friday the 13th on Instagram. The Yankees jinxed themselves. They did it. What's going on, FTW? Thank you for watching from the UK, my man. I appreciate it. It's a normal time for you in the UK. It's like 5:42 in the afternoon. Obviously, it'll be 9 o'clock at night tomorrow with the 9:30 tomorrow when the Giants play. Listen to Akeem. I said before, if Daniel Jones runs 80 yards and trips, I'll take that all day. Daniel Jones can go run 80 yards and fall over himself. I'm happy with an 80-yard run. Kalen, my man, thank you so much. Appreciate you. Brilly says born in 2002 in college in Hoboken. Paying respects tonight. My mom was a teacher at the time and had colleagues and spouses stuck in New York City that day. Hey, Kalen, I appreciate you, buddy. And it's crazy, man. Yeah, you were born right after that whole thing happened. That's awesome that you're paying your respects. And yeah, I know a lot. I mean, for me, I live upstate, so it was a little different. It didn't hit as close to home, but obviously, I know people down in the city, and everybody lost somebody pretty much in that. It sucks, it sucks. But I think I forgot who it was on my Instagram post. I didn't read it. Well, I read the entire thing. I don't remember the entire thing. I think his name is Ken Farr, if I'm not mistaken, and he did mention something about how. I'm just going to give you the gist of it because I don't remember what he said word for word, but he was right. The one thing that happened on that day and going forward is at that time we came together as a country, right? I mean, we came together I don't want to get all political because I want to talk about the Giants, but obviously today's a historical day, but we came together as a country. Everybody forgot about their political views. Everybody forgot about themselves for a minute. Everybody was thinking about somebody else. And you saw the country actually really come together as one. I don't know if the country's ever been stronger in my lifetime than after that happened. So, I mean, if anything, if you could say anything good came out of that, it was that you always saw that no matter what, we were united as a country, and we really do care for one another. I don't know what's going on today. I think social media has got a lot to do with what happens today with society. I think it's bad. I know that I'm on social media, but I think it's toxic. I do. I think social media is very toxic, and I think it really makes people mad. I think people get way too mad over social media, and I think it messes with them. But it is what it is. So let's move on to the damn Giants. Benjamin, thank you, brother. Brilly says, I was 2 when 9/11 happened, so I have no recollection of that infamous day. The New York PD, FDNY, and all those that risked their lives to save those, whether in New York, D.C., or Shanksville, never forget. That is correct. Never forget, man. What is my bad dog? It's just Bad Dog Sports, Nick. Bad Dog Sports. Just all you got to do is this is it. That's it on IG. Just Bad Dog Sports. Play it very easy. Very easy. Yeah, game is at 425. They're not going to be able to trade Stanton because he makes too much money. Gary should just be gone next year anyway. Thank you, Prestige Shogun. I like that. That's a good Jets fan. This is Jets fan here. Good luck to our Blue Brothers tomorrow in my life. I've never understood why. This is the thing with me. I've never understood why some Jets fans like trash talk the Giants. I've never understood why Mets fans trash talk the Yankees. All I can ever say is that's just got to be jealousy because the Giants and Jets are not rivals. I don't root against the Jets unless they're playing the Giants. I never root against the Jets. And I don't ever root against the Mets unless they're playing the Yankees. Like, I'm not rooting for the Mets tonight. The Yankees played that could have been the worst game they played all year, and that's saying something. But I don't root against the Mets. The Mets are not I hate the Red Sox. Show me. I still have that hat burning video. I may put that up. I still have that on my phone. I may put that back up just for the hell of it because it was kind of funny, and I may stick that back up someday. But we'll see. Benjamin, I appreciate you, man. Thanks so much, brother. Brilly says, glad to see Jared take some time away from cuddling with Max to join us. Damn, how many date nights can you all possibly go on? I saw Max in the chat earlier, Benjamin. I don't know where he went. Man. Synagogue is steak related to the meat church. Brilly, thank you so much, man. I really appreciate you. He says, the 9/11, I saw the sleeping giant awaken and angry. That is right. Yeah, that is correct. Maybe David, I don't know. And see David from Colorado. He's a Broncos fan. You know, he didn't get offended by the video that I made yesterday. He understands it's just good old-fashioned trash talk. I mean, obviously, I don't hate the Broncos. They're an AFC West team. They have very little to do with the Giants except for once every 4 years. So, yeah, I just think it's funny that some people get really, like, I guess I'm doing my job if people get mad at the trash talk. I guess that's what trash talk is supposed to do that. When you trash talk, you're supposed to get in your opponent's head and you're supposed to piss them off and get them off their game. That was why when I was in the TTC, that's why I was widely considered the best, because I was so good at being able to find what really ticked off an opposing fan base and really needle them about it. Well, I guess saying the Broncos were insignificant pissed a lot of people off. Monte Ball should have kept his mouth shut. I wouldn't have said anything, but, you know, I had to defend my Giants. I'm going to defend my Giants. Always. Steven, my brother, I appreciate you, my friend from across the pond. Good to see you, man. Brilly. Hey, bud, I can't wait till Sunday. I think the Giants will shock some people. Let's go, Giants. Let's go 56, the GOAT. Steven, you're right. And I mentioned this to somebody last night. I think the Giants are better when they're the underdog. Like, I think when the Giants are I always tell people, don't bet on the Giants when they're favored. Bet on them when they're the dog. They play a lot better when they're underappreciated. And I'm not saying the Giants are lighting the world on fire, but how people could think that this is the same exact team that they're bringing out there last year, I don't understand it. They're not the same team. We don't know what they are. Yeah, we know Daniel Jones had a bad year last year. Okay, he did. And we know the offensive line has question marks. Yes, they do. And no Giants fan that's being honest with themselves are going to tell you, I'm confident in a quarterback and I'm confident in a line. But you got to understand, last year we didn't have a Kadarius Toney. Last year we didn't have a healthy Saquon Barkley. Last year we didn't have a Kenny Golladay. Last year we didn't have a Kyle Rudolph. We didn't have these weapons last year. And, you know, Jason Garrett had to call the game plan the way he had to call it to try to win games. And, yeah, I know a lot of people were pissed off about it, but the Giants won 5 of the last 8 games because that's what the Giants were. And I mentioned this all the time. I mentioned it last night. Saquon Barkley is everything to the Giants. Everything runs through Saquon Barkley because I can't stress this enough how much it means when Barkley's able to run the ball, the threat that he poses out of the backfield, not just in the running game, but in the passing game, how defenses have to respect that. And if you're able to run the ball, how they may have to bring up another extra man. And then the Giants have a lot of man coverage. And that's when Daniel Jones can take advantage of it. I bring it up all the time, and it's overlooked. Daniel Jones had a season-high passing yards against the Pittsburgh Steelers defense. I know he had the bad interception in the goal line, which pissed me off. And the Giants left some points on the board that night. But he threw for 279 yards because Pittsburgh was absolutely fixated on stopping Saquon, which they did. But Daniel Jones was able to throw for a lot of yards because there was a lot of man coverage. That's what Saquon Barkley does. Saquon Barkley, even if he's a decoy, can certainly help out Daniel Jones in the passing game because they might have to play man coverage. And when you're able to drop 6 men into coverage or 7 men into coverage and rush 4 and get there because you're not worried about Wayne Gallman beating you, it changes the entire complexion of what the Giants can do on offense. I can't stress enough what Saquon Barkley means. Oregon's winning 7-0. Oh, I always win money on Ohio State. This is going to be a bad betting year for me. I got skunked last week. I was 0 for 4 in my parlays, and Ohio State is a 2-touchdown favorite at home. This is legitimately a 9 o'clock in the morning game for Oregon because obviously it's a noon game and they're playing in Ohio. So it's a 9 o'clock in the morning game in Ohio, and Oregon's winning this game. That's crazy. Oh, Janice, I said that. Brady's amazing. Brady is amazing. Grew Dodge, I hope. I don't listen. I'm not going to say we're going to destroy the Broncos. I don't think we'll destroy. I hope. I would love to have a blowout. It'd be so nice just to be able to relax in the fourth quarter and we got a game sewed up. I don't think the Giants will destroy anybody this year. I think it'll be a lot like last year. We play a lot of close games. I think this year we're good enough to win these games. But I would love to. I think that if a team gets up by 2 scores in this game, it's going to be a lot to overcome for the opposition because, again, neither one of these teams have a high-flying offense and both have great defenses. It's going to be good. My man, Bones, you want to talk about a lifesaver? I know this was last year, and I'm sure some of you have heard this, but let's give Bones some credit. When we went to the game last year, Bones was kind enough to pick me, DWG, and my brother-in-law up at the hotel that we were staying at. Chris couldn't do it for whatever reason, I forget. So Bones picked us up, brought us over to the stadium. And on the way out of the hotel, it was cold that day. It was freezing, right? We had the wind blowing. It was cloudy. It's typical November in New York or New Jersey, whatever. And there was a woman like stuck where the garbage goes. The gate had locked on her, so she couldn't get out of it. And all Bones saw was like a towel or something coming through like the part of the fence. And he had to get her the hell out of there. And she spoke Spanish, and none of us spoke Spanish. But Bones just realized, hey, this woman's in trouble. So Bones might have saved the life that day. He might have. Thank you, brother. I appreciate you. Really, really, my man. It's good to see you. He says, so glad that MetLife is back at full capacity. I'll see you at the one of the game. Go to the Eagles game, man. Go to the Eagles game, Bones. We'll be there November 28th, baby. We down. But it was awesome meeting Bones, too. I've known Bones a long time on here. And I'm glad to see that some of the old TTC vets watched my Broncos video and appreciated the old school bat talk. They liked that. Ohio State can't do shit. They're going to have to punt again. What is going on here, man? That crypto moves, that's possible. Destroying Bridgewater is very possible. That is very possible. I hope we do. Definitely not overlooking the Broncos, Nick DeWick. I just think that, again, I think that the Broncos have to fly west. Teddy Bridgewater is a quarterback for the first time in that system. They don't have a great offense. And again, I think that the Giants just have to make sure they don't turn the ball over and don't give Denver a short field. Because if that happens, we're in trouble. But field position is going to play a monumental part in who wins this game. And I think the Giants, the best part of their offense is the running game, and that's the weakest part of Denver's defense. So our strength in offense lines up against their weakness on defense, and I think that benefits us. If their strength was their secondary and our strength is throwing, then we might have had a harder time. But I think the fact that they were ranked 28th against the run last year, and we got Saquon Barkley back, and our run blocking was not terrible. Pass blocking sucked, but we can't be in 3rd and longs, or they will kick our ass. We can't be 3rd and 9, 3rd and 12. We can't live like that tomorrow. Denver will destroy us if we're in 3rd and longs. Can't have that. We got to have 3rd and manageable, 3rd and 5, 3rd and 3. Down in distances where the entire playbook's open, 2nd and 6, 2nd and 4, 2nd and 5, no 2nd and 15. We can't have penalties that push us behind the sticks. We're going to struggle if we're behind the sticks because that takes Saquon Barkley out of the offense. If it's 2nd down and 19, we ain't running. If it's 3rd down and 11, we're not running. If it's 3rd and 2, you don't know. Daniel Jones could run, Kadarius Toney could run, Saquon could run, you don't know. That opens everything up. It's going to be huge. Ghost of Ernie Stallner, thank you, brother. Appreciate you. Really, really, my good man. Says more hate videos. Go Steelers. Oh, yeah, don't worry about it. The hate and hype thing, I'm going to do that every week. That's fun. That's fun. I got that. Uncle Lou does those, and I love when Uncle Lou talks trash. I'm like, you know what? I know I could talk a little trash. Let's talk a little trash. Yes, I forgot to mention that. Somebody put that in our in my comment section. They said don't forget we ended their perfect season 1998. Yeah, I think it was Amani Toomer caught a pass at the end of the game. And I remember telling people the Giants would end up winning that game because that's what the Giants did. I think we were 4-9 at the time. We ended up winning that game. I think it was Kent Graham that threw it. I think Kent Graham was a quarterback in 98. I always get Cannell, Graham, and Brown. I don't think Brown was there in 98. But Andy Cannell, Kent Graham, Dave Brown, throw them all in the hat. That was a Giants quarterback situation from 94 to like 99 before Kerry Collins got here. JD Sports Talk, I am not nervous. I always say I sleep like a baby, the night of football. And When I used to go to my buddy's house all the time, I was always excited just to get up, get over there, start drinking some beer, playing some cards. But we don't do that anymore. So now I'll probably sleep till like 9, whenever my kid gets up, which is usually 9:30. That's usually when he'll come out and, he'll wake me up. That's what he does. But I try to sleep as late as I can, because if I get up early, man, the day just takes forever. So I'm always hoping I can sleep till like 10 o'clock in the morning on a football Sunday. That way I don't have as long to go. Thoughts on Tom Brady? Oh, Evan, Tom Brady's a GOAT. The guy's just not human. And as an older guy, Tom Brady's my age. I love that he's kicking ass. He's amazing. It was Ken Graham that money to me. That's what I thought it was. They called Toomer out of bounds at first. I don't even remember that. But then I don't think they had replay back then. Or maybe they did. Maybe they had replay, but it wasn't challenged. I forget exactly how that works. You getting ready to watch me scream after the I'm not going to scream if they lose, Sev. I'm not going to scream. It's one game. I'm not going to scream if they lose. It's not going to happen. But I'll always talk trash. I'm the best in TTC history. Ask around, man. That's just what I do. I'm good at it. But I'm glad that I got in Bronco fans' feelings. That's the point of the hate and hype video. You hype your team up. You get Giants fans ready. I had guys saying they're ready to wrestle a grizzly bear. They're ready to run through. That's my job. I want to get Giants fans hyped up. I want to piss off the Bronco fans. Next week, I'm going to piss off the Washington fans. It's going to be my job. Wednesday morning or Wednesday at noon, we'll do the same thing. The day before, whatever. Usually it'll be a Friday, with the game being on Thursday, we'll do it on a Wednesday morning. But that'll be my job. I'll have Washington fans going, we're going to kick your ass. The Giants suck. That's what it's supposed to do. It's supposed to. But, come on, man. Bronco fans acting like they're great. Broncos they're the same as the Giants. You've been terrible for years. You got no offense, just like us. And your defense is good, just like us. The difference is we have Saquon Barkley. You don't. You were 28th against the rush last year. That lines up with our strength. Your weakness on defense is our strength in offense. That's a good matchup for the Giants. I'm not saying we're going to come out there and blow Denver out. We're not going to win the game 30-10. I said it all the time. 20-17, 21-17, 19-16, something like that. You mean ugly defensive game? The team that wins the turnover battle going to win the game. Special teams going to play a major part in this game. I'm a trash talker, baby, though. That's what we do. That's what we do. Steven, thank you, my man. I appreciate you, brother. Really. Yes, he says, you think your day is long on a Sunday? Mine kills me, right? Because his will be at 9:25 at night over there in the UK. 9:25 at night. The Monday games are a lot worse. The Monday games are worse than the Sunday. Sunday nights are terrible. The Mondays are terrible. Yeah, the TTC, like I said, I'm not a TTC guy, but I will do those hate and hype videos. They're fun. Especially when we go against the division rivals. Like when we do the Cowboys and Eagles, that'll be really fun for me. That's just throwback stuff, but, I'm good at that. I enjoy that. It's fun. Trash talking is part of sports. Bless you. Trash talking is part of sports, Yingling. Yeah, I don't have you. I've been going with this. Well, you can't even see it. It's Sierra Nevada Pale Ale. But we're trying a different. I had this the other night. It was a couple of weeks ago. We went to the mall. My wife, myself, and my son. We went to a place, and it was cold. It was like the end of August, and it was cold, and like 65. And I'm like, it feels like fall. Let me get a Pale Ale. And ever since then, I'm like, man, I forgot how good the Sierra Nevada Pale Ales are. Abe Froman, the Sausage King of Chicago. Thank you so much, brother. Appreciate you. Really, my man. He says, we have to do another rebuild. What do you think of going the Rams route? Getting an established quarterback, not a rookie now, that quarterbacks' careers are longer. I think it would depend on the quarterback, Abe. And I also think it depends on where we pick, or maybe where the Bears pick, or where the Bears would pick in the draft. I think if the Giants can go out there and get a guy like Spencer Rattler. Now, Rattler needs some work still. He is definitely not a polished product, but he's got a ton of talent. I don't get to watch Sam Howell a lot. I just hear a lot about Sam Howell. I don't see a lot of North Carolina football. I know he had a very bad game against Virginia Tech in the first week. We'll see if he gets better. And there's always a quarterback that kind of pops out of nowhere going into the draft, like Joe Burrow. So Very rarely do you see a guy like Trevor Lawrence as a freshman. You're like, that guy's going to be a superstar quarterback in the NFL. It's very rare that you find that guy right at the beginning of his college career. But I think it would depend. I think maybe there's a possibility you hear the name Jimmy Garoppolo coming in as a stopgap. It's very possible the Giants draft a young quarterback and bring in a stopgap guy. I was all about Bridgewater for that, a couple of years ago. Was bringing Teddy, that was my plan when Chris and I first started doing our talk show. My plan was Giants needed to draft Justin Herbert. Now he went back for a senior year, which sucked, but we didn't know. We figured he would declare because this was November 2018. So we're figuring he's going to declare for the draft. And I'm like, the Giants need to go out and they, well, that's good, Sev. I mean, I know it's not going to piss you off. I listen, I know the TTC guys, I know it's not going to piss them off. I get it. But it's going to fire them up. I get it. But like I said, there's a lot of Bronco fans that were like, I know it's not going to piss you off. I know. But, so I wanted that. I said that the Giants should draft a Herbert and they should get a guy like Teddy Bridgewater as a stopgap guy to play for a year, let Herbert sit behind him and then bring him in. That was what I wanted to do. Obviously, that didn't happen. But I was a massive Justin Herbert fan. More often than not, again, I'm not a film guy. I don't watch film. I just watch these guys play every Saturday, and more often than not, I get the quarterback situation right. More often than not, I'm right about a quarterback. I'll admit I've been wrong about Dak Prescott. I can completely admit that. I really thought Dak would be really bad. I didn't think Dak would really get out. After 2017, I thought Dak was I thought he was going to continue to decline. He's impressed me. I can't lie, man. Dak Prescott's impressive. Way better than I ever thought he'd be. Got to give credit where it's due. He's better than I thought he'd be. I'm not sold on Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts going to have to really turn me around. I think he sucks. He's really going to have to turn it around for me to believe in him. But I was wrong about Dak. I was right about Dwayne Haskins. I was right about Sam Darnold. I was right about Mitch Trubisky. I was right about those guys. Abe, thanks so much. Appreciate you, really, a la Stafford. Why not trade? We got capital. I mean, I don't know if we'd be able to get a guy as good as Stafford. I love Matt Stafford. I think Stafford's one of the most underrated quarterbacks in football because of where he played. Galen, this is why nobody believes ESPN. This is why ESPN's a joke. Hurts will win MVP. So what are the Eagles? He thinks the Eagles are going to win 13 games or something. Maybe he'll win an MVP in fantasy football. He's going to put up good fantasy numbers because the Eagles are going to be behind and he can run. Matthew Berry's an idiot anyway. That guy's one of the worst fantasy predictors there is. I remember he's really bad. He don't know what he's talking about. I don't even know how that guy still has a job, but that's why nobody likes ESPN. You remember that? Yeah. I mean, I was a big Herbert guy. I was not very high on Josh Allen though, either. I didn't think Josh Allen would ever find the accuracy that he found last year. That was impressive. I knew the guy had a ton of talent, but I never thought he would be he completed 68% of his passes. Never thought he would do that. So it was way off on him too. So you never know. Maybe Hurts is going to be good. I don't think he is. I think he sucks. And again, I'm a guy that watched Jalen Hurts. This is the difference. I don't watch Josh Allen in college. I watched Justin Herbert. I watched Oregon because Oregon was good. And I thought the Giants had a good chance of drafting him. And of course, I watch Oklahoma every week. I don't even know if they're on TV tonight. I mean, I think they're playing Western Carolina. They might not even be on TV. They're a 50 and a half point favorite. So, they might not even be televised. But I'm not going to put much stock into what the hell they do against Western Carolina anyway. Spencer Rattler could go 38 for 38 for 490 yards and 6 touchdowns. And I'm not going to be like, oh, look at Spencer Rattler. Right about Jones, too. I've wavered on Jones. But my initial reaction was, your initial reaction is usually the right one. So I don't know, but to ask you a question about the Giants, guys. We're just talking about general football here, but I hear you, Mike. Yeah, the Yankees are a bunch of bums. I'll tell you what, man, I'm impressed with the amount of people that watch my Yankee videos, though, man. It makes me happy that there's that many Yankee fans that enjoy those videos. Like I said, I don't know how many more Yankee videos I'm doing this year because of football now, but I think next year I'm gonna do a lot more Yankee stuff at the beginning of the year as far as like videos and stuff goes, because it seems like a lot of people enjoy those. So. I'm at DC for Life. I just mentioned I think that I've completely underrated Dak Prescott. I think Dak Prescott's way better than I thought he would be. He's a good quarterback. Dak is a good quarterback. He's good. I thought he played well. Now, Tampa Bay did have some guys get beat up in the secondary, but he looked good. Dallas has a good offense, man. Nobody questions Dallas's offense. They got a good offense. Their defense has a lot left to behold, though. Jedi, I'll be honest, I don't even know the schedule tomorrow. I really don't. I did not look at the schedule. I've just been fixated on the Giants. I don't know who plays who. My favorite beer is Stella Artois. Well, actually, that's my favorite, like, basic beer that you can get in the supermarket. I love Chimay Grand Reserve. That is really good. TTC is trash talking circle. Ray, I probably do. I don't do many Sooners games. But again, that was another video where a lot of people watched it. So I probably won't do a Sooners post game against Western Carolina. I really don't care about that. But I usually do the game. I usually do the Big 12 championship, and Oklahoma's in that every year. I usually do the SEC championship. I usually do stream those two games because those are always a lot of fun. And a lot of times I do Oklahoma, Texas, just because of the rivalry. I don't do a lot of Sooners games. I don't really have a big college following on this channel. But, I do a couple games, for Oklahoma. Blue Moon's good too, I've not found Victoria yet, Eric. I just got to go to the beverage center. The beverage center I go to will probably have it. Oh, I know, Ray. I know. Well, is Bama? Yeah, they will. I can't wait for Oklahoma to get to the SEC. This is going to be a lot of fun. Oklahoma will not be the best team in the SEC. They will not dominate that conference like they do the Big 12, but it'll still be fun to have all those rivals and all that competition. I think that'll be awesome. I can't believe Ohio State hasn't scored yet in this game. Fitz is leaps and bounds better than dimes or hurts. Okay, that's a homer comment. We'll leave that alone. Nicole Boss, what's going on? Hit the like if you haven't, guys and girls. Hit that like, hit the subscribe button if you're new to the channel. Let's go. We got Giants football tomorrow, baby. Let's go. Do I think people are underrating the Giants? Yeah, I think people underrate the Giants all the time. I definitely think they're being underrated. I think they're being underappreciated, but I think that's good for the Giants. Let them doubt. The Giants need to feed off of that. The Giants as a team need to feed off of that. Especially with Monty Ball coming out going, it's going to be a cakewalk. Like they need to put that up there and go, listen, we're getting disrespected. They're punking you. They're calling out your manhood. You're going to sit there and take it. You're going to go out and be a man. Giants Broncos final score 23-20 New York. That's my pick. 23-20. Simon, thank you for the super chat. Really, man. Appreciate you. Birds overpay. 4 years, $64 million for Jordan Mailata. I think that's the Eagle. I think any team needs linemen. I think that's all that shows. But I don't know. I don't know who Jordan Mailata is, honestly. So I couldn't tell you. I don't know. Listen, I don't know those guys for the Eagles. But I think everybody's overpaid, Simon. I think everybody's overpaid. I don't know a lot about him, to be honest. But I think everybody is overpaid. I really do. Did we overpay Adoree Jackson? Yes, we did. We did. Gave him too much. 3 years, $39 million. That's a lot of money. But if you want to keep your guys, that's what you got to do. I don't know where the Eagles are getting all this money from, though. They just continue to backload. I know we backloaded Sterling Shepard, but my God, man, backload. It's going to get them eventually. Now, they did save some money by getting rid of the Carson Wentz contract, which is an albatross. Steven, my man, thank you so much, brother. I appreciate you. Brilly. He says offense wins games, defense wins championships, and I'm so excited about our defense this year. We keep our offense healthy. Giants going to be scary teams this year. Yeah, exactly, Steven. You're right. Obviously, you always put that number 56 as the GOAT, when you make the comments. The defense, that's why I'm such a defensive guy. Because even at the end of the day, with how offensive the NFL is, with all the passing that goes on, with all the rules set up to protect the wide receivers and the quarterback and everything else, it is still one in the trenches. It is still one with very good defense. Or you need look no further than what happened in that Super Bowl last year. Is there a better offense in football than Kansas City? No. Did you see what the Tampa Bay defense did to that team last year? Who won? Tampa in a blowout. So defense is definitely extremely important. Now Ohio State scored. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Big touchdown for Ohio State. Garrett Wilson, baby. Let's do it. No, nobody cares about what Monty Ball has to say. That was the whole point of my hype and hate video, that nobody cares. It's just kind of funny, Joseph, that he just comes out and he's talking a lot of crap. I'm like, why? Look at Herb growing legal. 420 crew, you know what to do. Carew, smoke them because you got them, because Herb growing legal's in the chat. Let's go. Lakers be starting soon. Clemson will win that game, Peter. Clemson's good. Their defense is good. Georgia's defense is ridiculous. Oh. There you go, Mike. I would never know that about him. I would never know that about him. You know. So, no righteous games. Listen, when I do the hype and hate video for Washington, they'll hear about that too. You know. Yep, let's go. I love when people still talk about Daniel Jones tripping over his own feet. Like, it's getting old, man. It's tired. Can you come up with something better? Come up with something better. Like, that is played, as we said back in the day, man, that's played out. You know, as we said in the 90s, man, Daniel Jones tripping on his feet, that is played out. That has been done to death. How many times can you flog a dead horse? Like, come up with something better. Come on. It's obviously not a mark of a great trash talker is somebody that can be original, creative, and continue to go with things, not continue to beat the same horse. You got to do better. We should definitely sign Al Bundy. What's going on? I don't know who TTC Live is. I don't know if that's Cowboys, not Cowboys Legends. I don't know if that's, well, that was Cowboys Legends. I don't know if that's LL. I don't know who runs that channel. I think a bunch of TTC guys. But what's going on, man? There you go, 420 career. I'm guessing it is because he brought the Cowboy with him. But yeah, 420. Wake and bake, buddy. 420 Carew. Choke him because you got him, baby. Let's go. Carew, smoke him because you got him. Easy for me to say. What's going on, Marjorie? How you doing? 27-10. Yeah. Okay. You're high. 420 for you too. 420 for you too. Everybody thinks, oh, we're gonna win by 17. You guys are out of your mind. How is Denver scoring 27 points? Let me know. Let me know how they're scoring 27. All of a sudden, the Giants have no defense. All of a sudden, a top 10 defense last year with no offense, playing against an incredibly tough schedule. All of a sudden, Denver going to put up 27-35. All of a sudden. So I don't get it. Yuri, thank you so much, my man. Appreciate you. Brilly, my man, says, I won't watch the game tomorrow. I'm going out with friends to eat brunch. Hopefully they have a TV. Giants 24-17. I can get on board with that. Well, what time? Where do you live, Yuri? Because brunch is like 11 in the morning. The Giants game is at 4:25 in New York. Wyatt, how can I be the man when you're the man? There you go. There you go. Thank you, Herb. I appreciate it, buddy. There was like, man, dog, I don't partake in the 420, but I always love to shout out my 420. I mean, I even have merchandise with the 420 crew, baby. That's how we do it. I don't even know how that started, but it became popular. So it's like, let's go with it. Gregory, thank you, man. I appreciate you, brother. Really, my good man. Says, I can't wait to go into more man coverage schemes since we replaced Donovan Lewis. Exactly, which means we can blitz more. Hopefully, third down defense improves. Also, I want Wade and Velasquez instead of Gio and Glaber. What a disgrace. Completely agree. Gregory, that was the point of my video. Now, I know the video was Gary Sanchez. I mean, a lot of it, but in between the Gary Sanchez stuff, oh no, that was my other rant, I think, when I was talking about how the Yankees were winning games with Tyler Wade and Rougned Odor and, Velasquez because those kids are hungry. And, Gregory, did you notice when the Yankees were winning games, all the bases that they stole? You notice how they stole this just proves analytics is garbage, people. Analytics tells you not to steal bases. When the Yankees were winning 35-46, they led the majors in stolen bases. And now they've gone back to station waiting for home runs, and now they've lost 11 out of 13. So if that is not living proof of how you don't run a team based on analytics, you can use them, but you don't run a team based on it. If that's not living proof of how you win games in the major leagues, I don't know what is. There you go, Dominic. What's going on, Dominic? Waterfly, what's going on, my man? Thank you for being here, brother. Appreciate it. There you go. Go, Joseph. There you go. I love this sticky green leaf. I'm just saying. I hear you, man. I hear you. Aaron Boner. That's about right, man. I better come out for the Dolphins Giants game. What do you mean? Oh, the hate and hype stuff? Of course. I'm doing that every week, D1. I'm not going to sit here and do a whole trash talking week. But every Friday before the game, hate and hype video. Unless we play if we play on Monday, it'll probably still be Friday. Obviously, a Thursday game. Not that the Giants and Dolphins play on Thursday. But I'll be doing that for Washington. I'll be doing that on Wednesday morning. But yeah, I plan on doing that every week. I'm going to do one of those videos every week. Now, the one thing I'll say, D1, is this. If the Giants are like 2-9, it's going to be hard to do that. I'll be honest. If the Giants are 2-9, it's going to be hard to do a freaking hype and hate video. So that'll be difficult. But as long as the Giants are competitive and it makes sense for me to do it, of course. I had a lot of fun doing that. You know me, D1. You know how it goes. I love that video got all the legendary TTC guys watch that and were like, yeah, that's the bad dog. That never goes away, D1. You either know how to, you know this, buddy. You either know how to talk shit or you don't. You know this. You're one of the better ones that was in the TTC. You're one of the better ones that was there. You know this. You and I had some great battles back in the day. Yuri, thanks so much. Appreciate you. Really. 3:30 p.m. I have to be there. I wish they picked 12 p.m. Gotcha. Galen, I'm pumped too, baby. I am pumped too, man. I'm ready to go. I think all fans are ready to go. I think we are. That's the one thing I'll say. Everybody's optimistic about their team at the beginning of the year. Everybody. What's going on, Rolly? How you doing, buddy? Everybody. Even Cowboy fans, they lost, and it was a good game. And like I said, man, I got to give Dak credit. Dak is a good quarterback. I don't care what anybody says. They can say he doesn't do good against winning teams. He puts up empty numbers. Dak can play. I hate admitting that as a Giants fan because I thought Dak would suck. He's good. You got to give the guy his due. He's good. But even with them losing, Cowboys lost the game, and they're still optimistic about the way they played. So it just tells you the beginning of the year how everybody's optimistic about the team. It's great. Then, we get a month into the season, we get in the middle of October, and all of a sudden you're going to see a lot of them be like, yeah, we suck. That was me last year. Well, no, I shouldn't say that. For why I said we sucked, and then we were 1-6, I came out and said we were the best team in the NFC East, and we were from that point on. Washington did win the division, but we were the best team in the division from that point on. Man. I appreciate you, D1. I appreciate you, buddy. You know that. Yeah. Galen, he is good. He's good, especially for a 4th-round pick. He's amazing. Dallas, like I said, Dallas's offense is good. There's no question. We know, Chris and I, pretty much every Giants fan that I know. Well, maybe not every Giants fan that I know. I know I said it. Dallas's offense is the best in this division. It's not close. They have a great receiving core, and I don't know how long Gallup's out for 5 weeks. That hurts. But they still got Cooper. They still got CeeDee Lamb, who had a lot of drops. That is not CeeDee Lamb. CeeDee Lamb never dropped anything at Oklahoma. I don't know why he's dropped. CeeDee Lamb had the best hand you ever saw, and he gets into the NFL, he can't catch. I don't know what the hell is going on. Got a case of the Evan Ingrams. But he's really good. CeeDee is good. Zeke can still run the ball. Dak is mobile. That's a really good offense. But their secondary is extremely questionable. You saw them give up a lot of big plays against Tampa. Now, I know that's Tom Brady, but you see these guys running free. You can't blitz Brady. He's going to kill you. But Dallas did get some pressure on him, but Brady's Brady. But Dallas, listen, when I did the roundtable, I picked Dallas to win 10 games. I picked Dallas to go 10-7 when I did that roundtable with those guys. 10-7. I freaking hate Dallas. But obviously, being unbiased and just looking at their schedule, I thought they'd be pretty good. They're not a bad team. They lost Dak Prescott last year. That hurts. When Ben DiNucci's your quarterback, you're not going to win many games. Something else a lot of people don't look at with the NFC East is all the injuries that happened. We lost Saquon Barkley. Washington was probably the healthiest of all of us, but they certainly had their injury issues. Dallas lost Dak Prescott. The Eagles just suck. I mean, let's just face it. They suck. But they did have a lot of injuries to their offensive line, but let's be fair. But we did. As a division, we had a lot of injuries to key players, and I think that's why everybody's like, the NFC sucks. I don't think the NFC is going to suck this year. We won't be the best division in football. That's probably going to be the NFC West. They're really good. But I think this division will be a lot better. It'll be a lot more competitive. And you're going to see teams like Dallas, Washington, and New York battle for this division. I don't think the Eagles will. They have to prove me wrong. I just don't think the Eagles are very good. Don, thank you so much, man. I appreciate you, brother. Brilly, my man. He says, I love being in cowgirl territory, and they lose. Oh, I'm sure that's awesome for you. It's probably worse, though, when the Giants lose and you're in enemy territory. You probably never live that down. At least living in New York, if the Giants lose, you always got a shoulder to cry, and everybody's like, yeah, man, we suck, man, blah, blah, blah. But when you're in enemy territory, it's great to gloat when you win, but it's really tough when you lose. So, I hate them too, Janice. I can't stand the Cowboys. I freaking hate them, man. Chase, thanks so much, brother. Appreciate you. Really. I'm from Oklahoma, and I'm a Sooners fan, a Lakers fan, and a Giants fan. There you go. It's like I was meant to find your channel. I'm not a big baseball fan. No, it's all good, Chase. I appreciate you. I'm a Knicks fan, but I do cover the Lakers on YouTube. That is why I do all the Lakers. But listen, I definitely have a soft spot for the Lakers. I definitely pull for the Lakers, and I'm calling the games unless they're playing the Knicks. But I'm definitely a Sooner fan. You know that. You saw the video. I probably won't do a post game. They're playing Western Carolina. I'm probably not going to talk about that game. I don't really care. They're favored by 50.5. They really should win the game by 6 touchdowns, honestly. So I probably won't do that. But I do plan on doing more Sooner stuff. Like I'll probably do post games on Saturdays for the Sooners. And I do stream a couple Sooner games. But yeah, definitely Giants fan. I mean, you're in the right area. We're going to be doing a lot of Giants stuff. And then the Lakers, man, you're not going to miss it, Chase. The Lakers streams are amazing. We have a lot of fun. We got a big crowd in there. We have a lot of fun doing the Laker game. So hopefully you come back for the live streams. We have a lot of fun, man. I appreciate you finding the channel, man. Hey, LL, man, it's all love, baby. We talk about this all the time. That's what it is. It's all love. The NFC East, we hate each other's teams with a passion, but there's a lot of respect that goes on between the teams for the fact that we've got some of the oldest rivalries in football. We've all won a championship, and we've all won a Super Bowl. Now, finally, the Eagles carried their weight a little bit, but we've all won. No other divisions on that. And listen, we've represented pretty much almost a quarter of the Super Bowls won came in this division, and more than 40% of the Super Bowls played had an NFC East representative. So this division is legendary. The hate is legendary. Respect is really good too. That's why this division's the best in football, in my opinion. Now I'm biased because I'm part of it. But I love this division, man. It's a lot of fun. Let's go, Jedi. Let's go. Rolly, they're fun. They are definitely fun. Is Dak elite? I'm not going to say he's elite. Definitely a top 10 guy. I won't give him top 5 yet. I don't know if Dak will ever be a top 5 guy, but he's really, really good. Elite is Aaron Rodgers, Tom Brady. Like I can't put him with those guys. I can put Dak probably top 7 or 8 though. I can definitely put him up. He's better than a lot of quarterbacks. There's very few quarterbacks in the league that I think are better than Dak Prescott. I was completely wrong about Dak Prescott. Completely wrong. That's part of it. This is the thing. When you're on YouTube or social media and you make videos, or you make posts, you're going to be wrong. You're going to be wrong. You will never be right 100% of the time. And I don't know why people are like, oh, you're wrong. You were wrong. No shit. I'm married. I'm wrong all the time. Ask my wife. I am wrong every day of my life. I'm used to it. Okay. So I'm used to being wrong, but that's part of it. But I'm right a lot too. Just nobody's ever going to come back to you and go, man, you were right about that. You were right about that, man. They're going to come back and go, whoa, this aged poorly. That's their favorite one. This aged poorly. I can't wait for the Yankee. When I said the Yankees are World Series contenders, I'm waiting for everybody to go back to that video and go, this aged poorly. I'm waiting for that. Because at the time when they were winning 35 or 46 or whatever it was, They did look like World Series contenders, but that's sports. The pulse of sports, especially in baseball, basketball, hockey, because they play almost every night, changes. Football, it's once a week. But with all the other sports, man, the pulse of your team, the what they do, it changes on a daily basis. That is sports. That's what it is, But yeah, I'm wrong a lot. I'm right a lot. It's nature of the beast. Rules of engagement on social media. I don't care if I'm wrong. I know I'm wrong. It happens. Nobody's right all the time. Said Dak Prescott was going to suck. I was wrong. It happens. Javi, I'm not going to be wrong about Jalen Hurts, so he sucks. The Eagles suck. Always got to throw that in there. Javi, man, thank you so much, brother. Appreciate you. Really, my good man. He says, I'm from Austin, Texas. I'm a Giants, Yankees, and Lakers fan. Beautiful. Look at this. That's why I watch your channel. Always comes in clutch. Let's go, G. Man. I appreciate you, Javi. Thank you for watching the channel. And yeah, man, This guy is not too far away. Not quite 6 weeks, because I am going to do all outside of the Nets game, because that happens on October 3rd. We're not doing that. I think that's the Saints game. I'm not doing the Giants play. Lakers play at 3:30 in the afternoon. Giants playing. I'm not doing the Lakers over the Giants. That'll never happen on this channel, ever. If the Giants are playing the same time as the Lakers, it's always going to be the Giants. I will never choose the Lakers over the Giants. But every preseason game after that Nets game, every preseason game afterwards, I'm going to do them all, because they're all like 9:30, 10 o'clock at night. So it's not too far. I think October 5th or 6th will be my first Laker game. We'll do all the preseason games, and then we'll roll from October 19th forward. Thank you, Jay. Appreciate it. Is DJ going to throw another pass right to the defense? I'm sure he will at some point. Righteous games, and I'll tear him a new one when he does. Old Rodgers not elite till he gets as many rings as Eli. I think Rodgers is overrated. I call him elite, and he's still overrated, because, Steven, people think Aaron Rodgers is like the greatest quarterback ever. He's not. He's not. Jalen Hurts is the man. Evidence of doubters. Sunday, one game's not going to change the doubters' opinion. If you're going to change my opinion, you got to do like Dak did. It's got to be 2 or 3 seasons in a row. Anybody can blow back. Daniel Jones had a great rookie season. Outside of the turnovers, if Daniel Jones played all 16 games his rookie season, he would hold the rookie record for touchdown passes. So you need more than one game to prove anything about being a great quarterback. You ain't going to prove that in one game. Daniel Jones had turnover issues. Everybody still talks about his turnover issues. He really cleaned it up in the second half of the season. Jones did. He didn't fumble nearly as much. He fumbled as many times as Teddy Bridgewater did. Jalen Hurts fumbled. I say this all the time, man. Jalen Hurts fumbled once every 16 and a half pass attempts. Daniel Jones fumbled once every 40 passing attempts, but Eagle fans act like their guy don't ever fumble. He fumbles a lot. Jalen Hurts was loose with the football at Oklahoma. He's loose with the ball. He turns it over a lot. He did it at Oklahoma too, in the Big 12 where nobody plays defense. Made a lot of boneheaded turnovers. But one game doesn't prove anything. Like I said, Daniel Jones had a very good rookie season outside of the turnovers. That doesn't mean anything. Benjamin, my man, I appreciate you, brother. Brilly, my good man. He says, so let me get this straight. Brown's pervert would much rather stream tennis than hang out with the best chat on YouTube. Shake my head. Why does he stream tennis? That's right, Benjamin. Let him have it. Let him have it, Benjamin. I love that Benjamin just went after. He left KP alone. KP's not even in. We don't even see KP anymore. It's like KP enjoyed Benjamin ripping him a new one. Now that Benjamin got off of his case, he doesn't come in anymore. What is Adibo? What is that, Elite Goods? What is that? What is that, man? Oh, Doge, yeah, the Thursday. I mean, I fell asleep. I'm not going to lie. I fell asleep early in the fourth quarter. I was tired, man. I was tired. The last 2 days of work, Thursday and Friday at work, kicked my ass. I was tired. So I fell asleep, but it was really good when I was watching it. Like I said, both Dak and Brady looked really good. I know Brady threw a couple interceptions. I mean, the one didn't count. It was a Hail Mary. I mean, come on. But, you know. Thank you, Neil. I appreciate that. I would love to do more fitness stuff. I just never have the damn time. And it's like never in the back of my head to do fitness stuff, but I do, Neil. I have to do more fitness stuff. I have to. I made that channel to do it, man. Look at the dog pound up in the house, man. We got Benjamin here. We got Uncle Freddie. We got Acuna King up in here, man. Dog pound represent. We got Janice in here. Got Benjamin. Represent. Stephen Lilly. All my Dog Pound members, where you at? We'll be doing a members only stream probably at the end of the month. I mean, I did give away. I don't know if Ramdre's in here. By the way, Ramdre, if you're around, are you going to watch us back? I sent your hat out today. I should have emailed you, but I sent your hat out today to you. It'll be there on Wednesday. Going all the way. There's another guy who lives in enemy territory, man. He lives in Texas. Nick Romano, Sway Sports. What's going on, guys? Keeping it firm. 24-14. I like that. Let's get that. If Aaron Boone comes back, what will I do? Well, I mean, I'm not going to scream when he comes back. I won't be happy. And then when the year happens, I'll scream when he sucks. You know that. I'll be pissed if Gary Sanchez comes back, though. because he's a free agent. I'll be mad if they sign him. Man, he ain't coming back. If Gary Sanchez ever wrote a ticket out of town, it was last night's game. Anybody that watched that Yankees-Mets game last night, that was embarrassing. That was really embarrassing the way they played. The most fundamental things. Can't catch the ball. Gary Sanchez can't make a tag. Idiot Montgomery can't cover first base on a sacrifice or on a safety squeeze. Those are things you work on in spring training. And we're in the middle of September and you're in a wild card chase and you can't do the most fundamental basic things in baseball. I've never seen a team get so hot and then immediately get so cold. That's because they stopped playing fundamental baseball and stopped playing exciting baseball. They went back to all the station-to-station home run shit, strike out all the time, and not play hard. When these kids were in there, they injected new life into the Yankees. They were stealing bases. They were bunting, hitting runs, first to third, way different brand of baseball. The Yankees, when they went through this really good streak, played 90s brand Yankee baseball. And now that they're going through a really bad streak, it's 2020 baseball again. So, Eagles going to the basement. You're right about that, Cade. Who gets the most sacks in defense this year? I'm going to go with Leonard. I think it'll be Leonard Williams again. I think Leonard Williams and company are going to get a lot of coverage sacks. Andrew Christopher, what's up, buddy? He comes in with his traditional, hey. Although Andrew did, during a 24-hour stream, we found out that he was from the Troy area and that he's a truck driver. Because Andrew usually just comes in with the high. But he did talk a little bit, which was nice to see. What's going on, Andrew? How you doing, buddy? Thank you for joining the stream, man. Massive Productions, what's going on? Gary Reninger, what's up, my good man? 8 wins. I hope we get more than 8 wins. I hope we get more than 8 wins, man. I hope we have a winning record. Winning give up a touchdown. I don't know. You're not talking about the Giants. Giants definitely give up touchdowns. Bruce, what's going on, buddy? I don't think the Broncos is going to score. Aguna King, I would love that. I do think the Broncos will score, but they're not going to score a lot. Coughlin 5.5 sacks. I like Carter Coughlin. So here you go. Here's some irony. Here's some irony for you guys. Okay, this is what I'm talking about. Brendan Kiernan comes in here. I'm actually going to put this up here because I'm going to show you. Whoops. I'm going to show you this. Think about this for a second. This is an Eagle fan that comes into this stream and says Eagles live rent-free around here. I'm sorry, son. If you're coming into this stream and you're talking about the Eagles living rent-free, we live rent-free in your head. Because if we didn't, you would have never came in here. You would have never made that comment. That just goes to show you, son, I definitely live rent-free in Eagles fans. And everybody knows this. I live rent-free in your head. When I turn the stream off, when you watch me, you go to bed thinking about me. You go to thinking about my comments. I lay my head down on a pillow. I go right to sleep. Eagle fans always, they don't even get sleep. They get so mad at my comments. Oh, look a freaking bad dog. Oh, it hurts. They get so pissed. Yeah. No, son. I live rent-free in your head. And your comment proves it. It proves it. Yo, Oregon's going to win this game. I'll be 0 for 5 this year. I usually do really good with college football. Maybe I should bet NFL this year because I suck at NFL. Maybe things will reverse. I don't ever bet on the Giants, so they never win. I don't like betting on the Giants. I will bet against the Giants. That's more for my reverse psychology. But when I think the Giants are going to win, I will not bet. Like, I think they're going to win, and I know they're a dog. I'm not betting them, though. Although, if I bet the Giants as a dog, they usually do win. Nick Romano, I can definitely see a 17-14 thing. Yeah, exactly. Eagles sleep well, rent-free in the basement. Exactly. 7-3 Giants. I would love a game like that because I like defense. I think it'll be a little bit high scoring, though. They don't take my shit righteous games. I own their ass. They know that. Come on. Nobody... I don't know if any of the TTC guys are in here anymore. Ask around. I killed the Eagles. I still kill the Eagles fan base. Still kill the Eagles fan base. Always. They got nothing for me. They got the same thing. Daniel Jones sucks. Daniel Jones is a trash can. Daniel Jones tripped. That's all they got. It's all they got. But You guys like the Philly 500 video. Mark Holmes is also going to get a video when the Cowboys and the Giants play during that week. I already got the Mark Holmes video planned out. Yes, sir. So if you guys like that, if you guys liked that Philly 500 video that I did, you'll enjoy the Mark Holmes one. Trust me, I tell you. You will enjoy that. I'm definitely looking forward to it, Strider. There's no doubt about that, man. There's no doubt about that. Falcons 32-3, that would be awesome. I don't see that happening. I think the Eagles will win against the Falcons, but stranger things have happened. Stranger things have happened. The night when you and Tane had to root for them. Oh, that was rough. That was rough, Eric. That was rough. I hate having to root for Philly, but I had to. I had to root for Philly. It's the only time you'll ever see me root for him. Then vice versa. If the shoe was on the other foot, if the Eagles needed the Giants to win to get in the playoffs, you bet your ass the Eagles fans will be rooting for the Giants. And you bet your ass if the Giants laid down and died like the Eagles did and just gave up the game, Eagles fans would have been like, "Whoa, the Giants, what do you do?" I didn't care. We didn't win enough games. It is what it is, you know. I said the same thing last night, Aaron. I think that Kenny Galladay's playing mind games. I think he's fine. Giants, Cowboys. I'm glad we don't play at the beginning of the year, though, Doge. I'm so sick of playing them. What's going on, buddy? I'm so sick of playing the Cowboys early in the season. Everybody, boom, King Dig back here. Yeah, so, yeah. All right, Rich, you have a good day, buddy. Appreciate you being here, man. Of course, Righteous Games. Of course he is. Strider, our defense is going to have to carry a lot of the season until they get going, or especially if the offensive line struggles. But, I mean, our defense is good. You know, our defense is really good. I can't believe Ohio State's losing to Oregon, man. This is crazy. Thank you for hitting that like button, Rich. I appreciate it. Yeah, if you guys haven't done so, man, hit the like button. It always helps out. Everything helps out the analytics, the algorithm of YouTube. I don't understand the algorithm. I just know that the thumbs up helps. It's called interaction. So thumbs up on the videos always helps. Thumbs up on the videos, thumbs up, comment on the videos, thumbs up always helps out. Where are we, Jedi? I saw on the stream when you talked about the Eagles going to be a cap out for next year's and they came attacking, you said you know nothing about it. Yeah, exactly, Jedi. I came out 2019. Beginning of 2019, I said 2019 is boomer bust for the Eagles. That window of opportunity is closing. You're going to be in cap hell. And sure as shit, 2020, they were 4-11-1. And they told me I didn't know what I was talking about. Oh, I did, though. I did. You're right, Jedi. I did. Glaber days off the good. Glaber Torres needs to be the first thing smoking out of New York. You know, Glaber Torres has the second least amount of extra base hits in the entire major leagues. Michael K came up with that stat the other day. That is disgraceful. What the hell happened to him? You know, I did the video on what happened to Gary Sanchez. What in the hell happened to Glaber Torres? What happened to him? This kid, I'm picking him like they're comparing him to Mickey Mantle and Joe DiMaggio. This kid was amazing, and all of a sudden now he sucks. I don't understand. You hate the Broncos? I don't hate the Broncos at all, but they need to win is right. Bobby, I hope he did. We'd all know that he ain't. Maybe the high heels would help him because whatever the hell he was doing with the shoes is very strange. He should go get a pair of Chuck T's like I did. Maybe that'll help him out. Maybe the old Converse help him out. But yeah, Bobby, I hope he has the right shoes. Bobby Murphy is one of my favorite Eagle trolls. You got to love Bobby Murphy. He never stops. Bobby Murphy, he tries really hard. He's really bad at it, but he tries really. You got to give a guy credit. You know me, guys. Even if you lose, even if you hold a big L, if you try, you get my respect. Bobby Murphy holds more L's than anybody in the chat, but he tries. You got to give him respect. He's persistent. You got to give him respect for that. He holds a lot of L's, but you got to give him credit for trying. Oh, we talk a lot of shit. Can't wait to shut y'all. We talk a lot of shit. Are you kidding me? I'll tell you what, Natty. You win a game. Beat Daniel Jones for once, then you can come on here. Until you can beat Daniel Jones, don't say anything. Don't say anything about what you're going to do. Do it. Don't say anything about we're going to do this, we're going to do that. You haven't beat Daniel Jones. Daniel Jones has won 8 games in his entire NFL career, and half of them are against Washington. So let's just, you know what? I said this all the time. Washington should rename themselves either Washington Giants bitches or Washington floors, because the Giants sweep your ass all the time. So maybe you should change your name to that. You guys sitting here bragging about winning the division at 7-9. Who's talking shit, man? Come on. Come on. Come on. So you know it's football, baby. It's time to bring the trash talk, man. It's time to bring it up. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. They should have never changed their name, Eric. I would like them to have a name. I'm getting sick of calling them Washington football team. For real. For real. For real. I know Washington's washed up. Washington's a lot like we are. They're a lot of the same thing. Questions at quarterback. Questions at. You don't need to time Bobby out, man. Bobby's fine. Benjamin, Bobby's good. You don't need to time out Bobby. Bobby Murphy's fine. Bobby's always in here. He's an Eagles fan, man. Let him talk a shit. It's all good. I like Bobby. Like I said, the man holds more L's than anybody, and he keeps showing his face. You got to give him credit. He's like Glass Joe in Mike Tyson's Punch-Out, right? Glass Joe won in 99, but knocked out all the time. Every time you turn on the game, the first guy you face is Glass Joe. You got to give him credit. Bobby Murphy's new nickname is Glass Joe. So we can just call him Glass Joe from now on. You don't need a timeout. He's good. He's good. Johnny the Turno. Thank you so much, brother. Appreciate you. Really, really. Stella. Bad dog, you're the man. How can I be the man? You're the man. He says, my friend, fly Eagles right into the side of the building. Does the Dallas scare you after the game against the Buccaneers? Giants stink. May the best team win. No, they don't scare me, Johnny, because Dallas is exactly what I thought they'd be. They're going to be a really good offense, and their secondary is extremely questionable. So they're exactly what I thought they would be. So no, they don't scare me because that's kind of what I figured they are. Their offense is scary. We can't deny that. But I think teams in the NFC East, because they're built defensively, again, it'll be interesting because Dallas's strength matches up with Washington's strength and the Giants' strength, and the fact that the strengths of our team is our defense, and vice versa. Their weakness, which is our secondary, matches up with our weaknesses, which is our passing games. So it'll be very interesting to see what Dallas does against the Giants and what Dallas does against Washington. Giants going to come out of the gate with two really tough defensive battles on their hands. There's no doubt about that. They call Washington cherry blossoms. I just wish they would give these guys a name. I mean, Cleveland got a name right away, right? The Guardians. So what's taking Washington so long to get a name? You know? If Dallas scares you, definitely an Eagles fan, don't be afraid of it. Yeah, they're not. I'm not scared of them. I'm not scared of them. Here. Cowboys fans are happy they lost. Let's hope both fan bases give up their we'll see. We'll see. I don't know. Broncos aren't winning 16-9. The Giants are going to win this game. Thank you, Righteous Games. Appreciate it. I wish it was my house. I'm just excited for Giants football, man. There's no question about that, man. I'm ready to go. Yeah, exactly, Marjorie. That's really what it is. I mean, Dallas's offense is good, but their defense is extremely questionable. They're going to run the East for the next 10 years. Well, they haven't run the East for the last 10 years. Why are they going to run the East for the next 10 years? They better get some damn defense over there. They better get some damn defense if they're going to run the East. No team has ran the East. No team. The last time anybody repeated in this division was 2003, 2004. Nobody runs the East. Nobody. Nobody can win the division back-to-back seasons. And maybe Washington does it, but odds are they won't. So nobody runs the East. Exactly, Nick. They haven't run in the last 20 years. Well, they ran in 2016. They were good. They were good in 2016. Of course, the year that they were really good, Dallas, 2016, they were 13-3. The Giants beat them twice. Giants swept them that year. Giants swept them. It's the only two times they beat Dak Prescott, too. It's 2016. They haven't beat him since. We got more than 4 thumbs ups, Mike. I think you just got to, I can tell you how many thumbs ups we got. But hit that thumbs up. That always helps out the stream. Got 162 likes. Let's get 200 likes up in here, man. You know? Yeah, they have had good quarterbacks, but they haven't won the East every year. Yeah, this is true. I mean, they could be the Washington Possums. I don't know why Washington doesn't get a name. You know, it doesn't make a lot of sense. Ray, my man, thank you so much, brother. I appreciate you. I'm waiting for that to pop up. Really, thanks so much. He says, I just want to give respect to those that paid the ultimate price 20 years ago today. New York Police Department and Fire Department of New York. Yeah, I appreciate that, Ray. And yes, obviously, I mean, we started off the stream talking about 9/11 because today is the 20-year anniversary of one of the biggest tragedies in the history of our country. And again, as a New Yorker, it hits a little closer to home. But I always say that was, and somebody brought it up on my Instagram post, and he made a great point. That was, if anything good came out of that, it just showed as a country how much we do all care for one another. Everybody put their political views aside and their personal views aside, and we united as a country. It was a great thing to see. You know, out of that tragedy did come that positivity. We don't really have much of that anymore. It'd be nice if we could get back to that. And I'm not getting political because I hate politics with a passion, and I don't bring them on my channel. I don't want them here. But I say it all the time, man. This day and age, it's like everybody's trying to drive us apart, man. It's like mainstream media tries to drive us apart, and they want to make us weak. We are weaker as a nation when we're divided. That's the whole saying, man. United we stand, divided we fall. We unite with one another, be a strong country. We continue to fight amongst ourselves, we're going to be weak, man. That's just how it is. You know me. I don't care where you come from. I don't care what your background is. I don't care what your sexual preferences. I don't care what your religion. I don't care. Good people are good people and shitty people are shitty people. It's got nothing to do with anything else. You're either a good person or you're a lousy person. It has no bearing on where you come from or what your background is. It got nothing to do with that. You're either a good person or you're a crappy person. That's all it bears. That's all it is. That's all it is. You're either good or you're not. Really all it is. I mean, look at Bobby. I mean, he's trying. I mean, look at him. Bobby, like one of those guys that runs as hard as he can and runs like a 6-second 40. You know, he's trying. It's not for lack of effort. He just doesn't run fast. Like, he tries to talk trash and he just continues to hold L's. Bobby got to be weighted down by he's got to have strong shoulders from all those L's that this man holds in these streams. I love Bobby Murphy. I can't help it, man. Sometimes you got to love a guy for trying. Johnny, thank you so much. Appreciate you, brother. Really, my man. He says, hey, Bad Dog, don't forget my Eagles defense of line, your favorite Oklahoma boys, Murray and Hurts. You know you love them regardless of who they play. Tell Little Bad Dog, fly Eagles into the side of the building. He loves Eagles. No, Little Bad Dog calls Eagles poopy heads. Hey, can you say the Eagles are poopy heads? Hear that? The Eagles are poopy heads. That's right. DeMarco Murray, I did like DeMarco Murray, but he ran himself into the ground. Jalen Hurts, though, he's not really a Sooner, Johnny. He went to Oklahoma to prove that he could throw the ball. But he's not a Sooner. He was. I say it all the time. You can ask Ray W. Ray W's a Bama fan. You see it? Ask him about Jalen Hurts. He watched Jalen Hurts for years at Alabama. Ask him. He'll tell you he's not very good. Ask a Bama fan, ask a Sooner fan. He was not great. He'll be a nice backup. He's a nice gadget guy. He can come in. He can run some Wildcat. He can throw the ball. He can run a little bit. But he's not an every down quarterback in the NFL. He's just not. He's not 5'8". Okay, 5'8". My bad, Bobby. My bad. Exactly, COVID. Exactly. I say it all the time. That's why I say mainstream media, it's toxic. Social media is toxic. That's what it's used for. There's very few positive posts in the media, in social media. It's very rare that you see. That's why I don't watch the news. It's all negative. I never watch the news. I like coming out and hanging out here with the best chat on YouTube. Buckets by poop. You heard my kids say the Eagles are poopy heads, right? You heard. I'm teaching my son that you don't like that bird. The birds are cool, but that team stinks. Ray W says, never more proud to be a Giants fan. Yeah. I hope so, Landon. I hope so, man. What's going on, thing with the mic? What's up, sports player? What's going on at Cavase? No, Jalen was not tearing it up when he came in. Had one of the highest turnover-worthy plays in the NFL. Threw for a completion percentage of 52% and fumbled once every 16 and a half pass attempts. He did not tear it up. He did not. He had a lot of meaningless yards, and he ran the ball. He's not a good quarterback. I can't either, Slink. I do not watch TMZ, no. L6 and L8 by the... Well, Bones, supposedly, Chris knows somebody that has like a tailgating like company. And supposedly he's been in contact with them, and we already have something like a big thing set up with tents and all this other TVs and all this other stuff. It's funny. And again, I mean, I don't know how this is going to work when I go down there. I just know Chris said when he went to the Fan Fest that a lot of people recognized him, and it was kind of overwhelming. And he said, it's going to happen to you too when you go down there. I can't even imagine. I don't know if anybody's going to know me. Like the funniest thing when I was at DWG was the two young men that were like 10 years old that knew who I was. That was insane. When they were sitting there waving to me, and I didn't know they were waving to me. I thought they were waving to somebody else. And then later in the game, like, yo, bad dog, bad dog. I'm like, these kids know who I am. That was cool. I'm like, oh my God, these kids know who I am. It's crazy. I'm like, parents probably really happy that they watch me with my potty mouth. Really, really raising. You gotta raise them right. You got to teach them those 4-letter words because they're going to grow up Giants fans. I mean, they're Giants fans. They have to know the 4-letter words already. God forbid they make us use them all the time. The 4-letter word that the Giants also bring is beer, right? It's one of his. Yeah, right, Waterfly. That's what I'm saying. What if he doesn't, Bobby? What if we're right about Hurts? You gonna come back and go, you're right, Hurts sucks. Can we count on you for that? I mean, you hold enough L's already. You can come back and take another one. We welcome you here, Bobby. I'm not going to the Falcons game. I'm only going to the Eagles game. I don't know. Oh, you mean when we stream it? Yeah, I wear my Eli jersey for that game. Absolutely. Absolutely wear my Eli jersey that game. I'm watching Ohio State, Oregon, too. I can't believe Ohio State's going to screw me. Ohio State's going to screw me again. I'm taking it on the chin. I'm usually really good at college football. I'm really taking it on the chin. I might have to do NFL tomorrow. Maybe things will change. I don't know. Johnny, thank you so much, man. I appreciate you, brother. Brilly, my good man. He says, Bad Dog, would it be funny if all 3 teams in the NFC East go 1-0 while Dallas did? Yes, that would be hilarious. I've not gotten the tickets yet. I'm just waiting for Chris. I want to see what's going on. I know for a fact me and DWG are going. I don't know if my brother-in-law is going or not. I know for a fact DWG and I are going. If not, I mean, we'll just find tickets somewhere else. I don't really know what's going on with the tickets, but I will definitely let you know. I also have a guy on I also have to let Ian Paola know. I love the fact that I talked to a guy from Hollywood. Like I can't believe there is like a legitimate actor that knows who the hell I am. And so that's just, I'm always blown away that a guy that was an actor in a huge show knows who I am. I'm nobody, but I have to let him know. So, I mean, I'll definitely, Johnny, you're in here all the time. I'll let you know about the tickets, what the hell is going on. We do plan on going. Like I said, I'll be there the night before. We're going to hang out. I definitely will live stream from the hotel when I get there, me and DWG, maybe my brother-in-law, and whoever stops by. I'll let you guys know where. I mean, I can't have like 30 people in the hotel room. Last time we had a really nice hotel room. Obviously, Bones came by, Gangrene David came by, Chris came by, Kid Blue came by. So, I'll let a few of you guys know where the hell we're staying. You can come by and hang out in the live stream if you want. And then obviously we'll go out. We plan on going to Reds. It's a bar like right across the street from the stadium. Bar food, really good beer. Pretty cool. I've been there a number of times. It's usually my go-to place before a Giants game. So, but I'll definitely let you know, Johnny, for sure. Steven, my man, thank you so much. Appreciate you. Really. Yes, Alien. He says Eagles suck so bad it hurts. That's right. You walk around with DWG, people are going to notice you even more. Walk around Kid Blue. I don't know. Kid Blue might draw more attention too because he's 5 foot tall. That's the best picture. The whole thing, Steven, was my man DWG, who's 6'7", and Kid Blue, who's 5 foot. Watch, just having them stand next to you. That was one of the greatest things ever. Can I bring this up? I don't know if I still have this. Let me see. I don't know if I can bring up a picture. No, video file. It's not gonna. Oh, let's see. No, where is it? This was cool. Nope, it's not letting me do it. Share screen. I don't want to share. Shoot. I'm trying to find that picture. I still have it. I don't know how to share a picture on here. It says video file and share screen, but I can't show it. I can't show it. It's not a video file. It's just a picture. So it's not letting me do it. I still have the picture of us from the Giants game, which is pretty cool. Skywalker, thank you, brother. I appreciate you. Really. He says Jordan Maleta, 16 nil a year. That's right. That's 16 nil a year. I like it. What's going on, Gang Reed David? How you doing, buddy? Dan D, what's up, my man? Thank you for joining this. Dan, our Yankees are awful. I'm a celebrity now. No, I'm not going to get invited. I just think it's cool that he knows who I am. I thought that was the coolest thing. I'm like, how does he know me? But I say it all the time. Like the media, these guys on ESPN, these guys on NFL Network, the players, they watch. I'm not stupid. I know they watch. They don't all watch, but there are some of them that watch these. I know they do. I guarantee you Michael K watches this type of stuff. Michael K looks at social media. They all look at it. They all know. They do. They all watch. We know. You guys that are in my Lakers streams, you know how many catchphrases and shit have been stolen from me. The NFC East roundtable, we know where that started. And I'm not a guy that takes credit for stuff. I started that whole thing. And the New York Giants, the Giants took that. Everybody does that now. It's a great idea. We saw the New York Giants take that and bring in somebody from the Eagles, somebody from Washington, and somebody from Dallas. So, yes. Steven, thank you, brother. Appreciate you so much, my man. Really. He says, bro, I met another Giants fan in the supermarket over here, and he told me to watch you. I told him I'm old school bet. I go, really? See, that's awesome, Steven. Like, even in the UK, people know my crazy ass. And my man Tuto says to me, he goes, they love you over here in Italy, Bad Dog. You rant better than most Italians who live in Italy. I said, it's an Italian thing. That's awesome, though, that you met a guy in a supermarket that knows who we are, too. That is awesome. Fabian, how can I be the man when you're the man? That is cool as hell. That's the one thing about YouTube that is awesome. Like, I can't believe so many people like, but the funny thing is around here, like, nobody knows me. And it's rare that anybody knows who I am. Like I said, I've run into a couple guys at the gym like, hey, are you Bad Dog? And I'm like, yes. And they're like, yeah, man, I watch you and Chris all the time. And I'm like, what's your name? Like, I don't have an account. Both of them said, I don't have an account, but we watch. And then there was a guy at the bank. He goes, hey, did you have the Daniel Jones reaction? Oh, yes, that was me. That was me. But he don't work at the bank anymore. But, and then my wife's uncle, my wife's cousin, actually, he saw my Daniel Jones video, and then her uncle was razzing me. Her uncle's a Washington fan and a Red Sox fan, so he was razzing me. He's like, he told me to watch his video, and I saw it. I was like, oh my God, yeah, that was me. Johnny, thank you so much, man. Appreciate you, brother. Really, Bad Dog. Have a great day. I have to work tonight, but always, you're an awesome guy. But root for the wrong team. Please beat the Mets, Johnny. I wish we could beat the Mets for you, buddy. The Yankees stink, man. I don't even know what to say. I wish I could help you out. I wish the Yankees could help you out. You know I want to beat the Mets. Not just for the Phillies, but for the Yankees. Jared, what's going on, buddy? Dan, thank you so much, man. Appreciate you. Really, my good man. Fire Boone, Fire Cashman. Get rid of Gary Glaber Torres. I can't believe I'm saying this. And even Gio, just get rid of all the people with the letter G. Yes. Because the letter G equals the letter L here in New York. You're right. Gary Glaber. Gio's been terrible. Once we plug Gio and Glaber back in the line, we suck. Gary's always sucked. We know that, Dan. What's going on, Agitator? My man, Dan Dito. Let's hope we make the playoffs. I know a lot of Yankee fans are sitting there going, yeah, I want to miss the playoffs. But I want them to make the playoffs. I want to do Yankee streams again. I want to do Yankee playoff streams.
I was a good boy. Now, can I get Suma?
I was a good boy. Now, can I get Uma? Yes. Did mommy say you could?
Yes.
Okay. Well, if mommy gave you permission, you know mommy's the boss. Okay. Daddy will get you Zuma. Daddy will get you Zuma. What are we having for lunch?
I don't know.
You don't know? Can you say the Eagles are poopy heads again? Can you tell them?
The Eagles are poopy heads. So you got me, Sam?
Yeah, I did. Can you also say the Cowboys stink?
The Cowboys stink.
Thank you, buddy. That's right. See, you got it. You got to teach him young. You got to teach him young. Gangrene David, thank you so much, brother. I appreciate you. Really, brother. And like I said, David, I know you're not going to the Giants-Eagles game, but if you're around the Saturday before, you want to come hang out, you know, I got your number. I'll text you. I'll tell you where we're staying. You can come hang out, come to the bar, hang out. Love to see you again, buddy. You're a great kid. Good luck to your Jets this season. You know, I don't hate the Jets. You know, I don't hate the Jets at all. I think Zach Wilson's going to be really good for you guys. So good luck to you too, my man. You're a good guy. Gangrene David's a good guy. I don't know how much videos he does on YouTube anymore, if he's going to do videos. I know he kind of said he stopped. But if you haven't subscribed to Gangrene David, go do it. Great kid. Really good guy. I met him at the Yankee game. He's a Yankee fan as well. But definitely check him out. You know, he's a good kid. Christian, thank you so much, man. Appreciate you. Really. Gary Sanchez. Gary Sanchez. He was terrible. I appreciate that, Fabian. He says, "Bad dog, I've been hiding in the maintenance closet at work for the past hour to watch the best." I appreciate it, buddy. I appreciate it, man. You gotta get your kid to tell. You gotta train him. You gotta let him know that those teams stink. Dan, thanks so much, man. I appreciate you. Really, my good man. He says, crazy how we still have a playoff spot. At this point, I'd rather play the Red Sox than the Blue Jays in a one-game playoff. This is true. You're right. I would much rather play the Red Sox than the Jays. But the problem is, man, the Yankees, Red Sox, I would die during that stream. Yankees, Red Sox, it's like a one-game playoff. It is a one-game playoff. That'd be rough. I've dealt with a couple of game sevens. See, I mean, I'm happy about it too, man. All right, sounds good, David. Yeah, no, I'm sure, man. Listen, life happens, buddy. I know. Trust me, I know, man. Well, Bobby, I mean, my kid's young, so he doesn't watch the Giants yet. We're just teaching him. I know that when I was my son's age, the Giants are terrible. I was born in 76. The Giants weren't good for the first 8 years of my life. They did make the playoffs in 81, and of course, they beat the Eagles in 81. The Giants beat the Eagles. The Giants knocked off the defending NFC champions in 1981. Yes, we did in 1981. But then they sucked until 84, which is when I started watching them. So when my son's actually old enough to really watch football for 3 hours, the Giants will be good. The Giants will be good. But you're right. You're right about that. He has not seen them win more than 6 games. That's a fact. They have not won more 6 games since he was born. That's a fact. That's a fact. You still don't get a W, but you get it. You know, Bobby, you get like an incomplete on that one. We'll give you credit for that. I can't help it. I love Bobby Murphy. I can't help it. Bobby's growing on me like a fungus. Bobby's growing on me like a rash. You know what I mean? I don't know. Bobby's growing. I like Bobby. I can't help it. You know, we all got our damn crosses to bear. Bobby's my damn cross. That's a part of me. There's a little part of me that actually likes Bobby Murphy. Go figure. Going to the game 25th. Which 25th of? Is that the Giants? What game is the 25th? No, the Yankees won't get past first round. I don't think they will, Izzy. I think that even if the Yankees do win the wild card, they'll get their ass kicked by Tampa. I don't think the Yankees go. I've been saying that all year. You know, until they played really well. Then I thought they actually had a chance because they were playing baseball. When the Yankees were playing 750 baseball, they were playing baseball, bunting, running, sacrifice flies, stolen bases, manufactured runs, good starting pitching. Back into the bullpen was still shaky, but they were finding ways to win. All these kids get out of line. They take out Tyler Wade. Tyler Wade finally started to find his groove. They take him out. Velasquez, Odor. I know Odor struck out a lot, but listen, Rougned Odor is an energetic guy with a lot of heart. The Yankees had guys playing with heart, and then they bring in all the slugs, and they're back to suck, and they're back to what they were before the All-Star break. This is why Aaron Boone's an idiot. All the people say whoever's putting the lineup in there. Number one, Aaron Boone's had like 130 different lineups. There's no way guys get comfortable in the lineup when they're all over the place. Put the same damn lineup out there day after day. Give a guy a rest now and again. And when a guy is red hot like Luke Voigt was, you don't sit him. Oh, Luke Voigt won Player of the Week. Oh, let's sit him down for a week. What are you doing? Oh, Tyler Wade stole 9 bases and he's hitting 320 in the last 2 weeks. Take a seat, buddy. We're putting Gio in there. What is wrong with these people? The Yankees just more than any team, they drive me crazy. Like the rants come out of nowhere with the Yankees. Ali, what's going on, man? Thank you for joining the stream. Yeah, Ohio State's going to lose this game. I'm not doing the Yankee game tonight. No, I'm not going to do another Yankee game, Andrew, probably not until if they make the postseason. I probably won't do another Yankee game. Sounds good, Fabian. Nobody really watches the Yankee stuff with me, so watch the videos, but not the live stream so much. It's been terrible, Dan. It's been terrible, man. Alien, my man. By the way, Alien sent me a kick-ass shirt. I love that shirt. That thing's perfect. The old Method Man Yankee shirt, man. I freaking love that thing. Thank you so much, brother. I appreciate you, Brilly. The perfect Yankees redemption playoff run. Beat Red Sox in wildcard game. Defeat Rays in ALDS. Defeat S. Oh, can you imagine? That would be incredible. This is the one thing I'll say. And Dan mentioned this too. This is the one thing I'll say to the Yankee fans. The Yankees are in the worst stretch they've had since 2000. They haven't lost 11 out of 13 since 2000. With all the garbage that has happened to this team, they're still, if the season ended today, they're still in the wild card. They are not this bad. They can't be this bad. So what you hope is that they get this out of their system. They find a way to get into the playoffs, and then they play like the team that they were after the All-Star break. Because if that happens, we know they can do it. And that is why what they're doing now is so maddening. Because we know what they can do. We know what they can be. They're not doing it right now. So that's all we can hope for. They get in there and they get hot. But that would be amazing, Alien, if that happened. That would be incredible. Johnny, thank you, brother. Appreciate you, really, brother. He says, bad dog may hate my Eagles, which I think he's a class A man. At least he loves Eric Allen and the most Eagles fans he interacts with. It's because most Eagle fans I interact with are pretty awesome guys, Johnny. You just root for the wrong team. But, yeah, most Eagle fans in here are really good people. They're fun. Like I said, even Bobby Murphy, who talks a lot of trash, I love it. That's fun. That's fun. That's part of it. Bobby's not malicious. Bobby's not attacking anybody personally. Bobby's just talking shit about the Giants. He should. He's an Eagle fan. That's what they're supposed to do. Oh, the Mark Holmes, that was funny. I love that. I helped Philly 500 make that video. Do I think the Yankees will make the playoffs, Justin? I think they can. I want them to. They have to play better than they've been playing. Oregon, you're going to win this game. 21-7 Oregon. 21-7 Oregon. Ohio State, overrated. Overrated. Oklahoma will jump them after today. Bye-bye, Ohio State. Your season is over. They'll be on the YSIO for Uncle Lou tomorrow. Please take Bellinger off. I'll tell you what, Ben. I will take Cody Bellinger off your hands if you take Gary Sanchez off of ours. Deal? I'll tell you what. Send Bellinger and Seager over here. We'll send you Sanchez and Glaber. Ohio State overrated big time this year. Yes, Andrew. Game week on Chris's channel tomorrow. I tell you, Mike, it's depressing. You're right. It is completely depressing. It sucks. It sucks. Voigt's going to win the Triple Crown next year for the Brewers. And we'll be stuck declining Rizzo for the Yankees. The Yankees won't bring Rizzo back. They did get slaughtered. The Yankees were terrible last night. What type of trade is that? Well, he wants Bellinger off his hands. I said, well, take Bellinger. You got to take if we're going to take the crap off the Dodgers' hands, we got to take the crap. You got to take the crap off the Yankees fan. Seager's going to be a Yankee next year anyway. They're not. Glaber's going to be gone. The Yankees are going to sign a shortstop, and it's Seager. That's the guy they're talking about. Well, yeah, I agree, Dan. I agree, man. Go Giants and go Falcons. You damn right, Samuel. You're damn right. That's exactly it, Bobby. That's what rivalries are all about. It's supposed to be about busting their balls. So it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun, man. I love it. That's why I love this division. I do. Trash talking's a blast, and we hate each other's teams. But like I said, for the most part, the fans are awesome. They really are. I say all the time, some of my best supporters on this channel are Eagles and Cowboys fans. And we all hate each other's teams, but we have a lot of fun, and that's what it's all about. It's all about trash talking, you know. But you watch those roundtables with myself, Lord Brunson, Louis T, and Law Nation. You look at how much fun we have talking football and talking trash. It's fun. That's what it's supposed to be, you know. I love it. Eagles fans are supposed to talk trash about the Giants and vice versa, you know. Yeah, Chargers, definitely go Rams. Definitely go Rams. Dan, my man. Dan, the man. Thank you so much, brother. Appreciate you. Brilly. Should we extend? Yes. With Judge, 4 years with a 5th-year option. Do not want to give another 10-year contract to anybody. 10 years. Look at what happened. 7 years, too much. Judge isn't young either. Judge is going to be 30. 4 or 5 years. Definitely. That's it. I would give him 4 years. I'd give Judge 4 years, $100 million, $120 million, whatever the hell he's got, but 4 years. I don't know if that's going to be good enough. But yeah, you can't give – Judge has been healthy this year, but you can't give Judge 7 or 8 years, $240 million because he's going to get older. He's been injured. He's been injury prone. And I'll be honest, I like Judge, but Judge is not clutch. Judge has never had a walk-off hit in his life, and he's not good in the playoffs. So 4 years, 5th-year option, maybe 5 years with a 6-year option, maybe the most I would give him. Not giving him a long-term deal. OGR! I hope you're doing well, Jeff. Good to see you, brother. I hope life is treating you well, you and the family. Always good to see you, my man. Brilly, much respect. He says, bad dog, what's good? Brilly. I still got my Daniel Jones jersey hanging up over there. I'm thinking week one. I go with Danny Dimes. My man OGR was kind enough to buy me a Daniel Jones jersey. I had to be the first person on YouTube to have one of those. And he was really good that year. I always had a hard time finding it. I never could find the damn jersey, but it's hanging up in my closet over there. And I'm thinking week one, we go with Daniel Jones. I'm thinking week 2 is Saquon, if that's washed. I know it's dirty right now. And week 3 is definitely Eli. We're definitely going week 3 Eli, without a doubt. So my Strahan jersey, I think it's falling apart because it was back in the day when I bought the Strahan, they didn't have the stitched jerseys. I bought that Strahan jersey probably about the time I bought the Seahorn jersey. The Seahorn jersey held up a lot better. That Strahan one is worn. Oh, Bobby, wait till I do the Mark Holmes video. You're gonna love it. You're gonna love the video. Trust me. You all will love the Mark Holmes video. He's got one. Like I did the Philly 500 video. We got a Mark Holmes one plan. Trust me. It's gonna be good. You're gonna get a kick out of it. Trust me. Louie, thank you so much, man. Appreciate you, brother. Brilly. He says, Brilly. I'm glad we got Sterling Shep for another year. Where do you think he'll go if we don't do well this season? I think Shep's coming back next year. For sure, because they backloaded the contract. Shepard's good, man. I know Sterling Shepard's been I expected really big things out of Sterling Shepard, being a Sooner fan, just watching how good he was at Oklahoma. But I think he's going to have a big year. I think he could lead the team in receptions just because, again, we got such an outside threat in Galladay. And I think that Shepard's a very tough matchup one-on-one. And the fact he's going to play in the slot where he's best, I think he's not going to have a ton of yards, but he's going to have a lot of receptions. And I think he's going to be I think Shepard's going to be a big key to us converting third downs, third and mediums, your third and 6s, your third and 4s. I think Shep is that guy. He's got great hands. He's a very good route runner, and he can beat anybody one-on-one. So I think that's what you're going to see. I think Shepard will do really well in those situations. You're third in manageables, you're third in mediums. Obviously, third and 11, he's not going to be the guy to convert they might throw to him for 7 yards. So the Giants don't do that. The Giants are notorious for that, right, guys? Third and 9, they get 7. Third and 11, they get 10. Third and 3, they get 2. I mean, they do that all the time. But I think Sterling Shepard will be a big contributor to converting third downs. Dan, brother, thanks so much. I appreciate you, Brilly. I actually trust Stanton more in big spots. Stanton was huge for the Yankees in the postseason last year. And I agree. I trust Stanton in big spots more too. I'm not going to get on Stanton and Judge. Okay, players slump. That happens. That happens. So I'm not going to get too much on him for that. But the rest of the team sucks. I mean, the thing is, Stanton and Judge, when they're hot, they can carry the entire team. So they're going to have ups and downs. It's just the type of. So I'm not going to get on Stanton. I'm not going to get on Judge. They've had good years, but they are really hot and really cold. The rest of these guys need to step up, though. Ohio State's trying to score now. OGR says, better. I'm good coaching 6 days a week between soccer and flag football. Oh, God. So you're very busy. God bless you for being a coach. My wife was always like, you should coach. I'm like, I could not coach other people's kids. My kid started soccer last year, and I'm not coaching that. He had a young blonde-haired girl coaching him. He loved her. He told me, Daddy, I love coaching. I'm like, I'm sure you do. Bobby, I said this before about the rotating linemen. I don't like that at all. I don't like that because you're right. There's no continuity. But I think the reason they would rotate Parrott and Solder, like I said last night, is just I think that the Giants got to keep Solder healthy. Obviously, he's an older guy. He sat out all last year. So I think that'd be more so to keep Solder fresh and healthy rather than just to kind of and maybe work Matt Parrott in there so Parrott can get ready for when we do play lesser defenses. Ohio State just scored, so it's 21-14. I'm thinking that maybe, when we play lesser defenses like Atlanta, like Dallas, where they don't have the ferocious pass rush, you're going to see more of Matt Parrott. But I think that Nate Solder, at the beginning of the year, they're going to need his veteran leadership on a young offensive line against two really strong front sevens. I think that's why they're doing that, to be honest with you. But I don't like the rotating of the offensive linemen. No, I don't agree with it. Yes, this is true, Jacob. This is true. Dan, thanks so much, man. Appreciate you. Really. Completely agree. And I put it on Instagram. Daniel Jones. DJ. I'm thinking Daniel Jones. DJ LeMahieu, biggest disappointment for the Yankees. Absolutely. DJ LeMahieu, his first year here, should have won MVP, in my opinion. Drove in 102 runs from the leadoff spot. Hit the big game-tying home. Not that it matters with MVP in the playoffs, but he hit the big game-tying home run in Game 6 of the ALDS against Houston. Or ALCS, rather, against Houston. And won a batting title last year, 364. This year, he's terrible with runners in scoring position. He's striking out a ton, and he's hitting 260. Enormous disappointment. Biggest disappointment for the Yankees this year? Definitely DJ LeMahieu. I completely agree. John McDaniel dropped the link to my Twitter and Instagram. If you guys want to follow me on Twitter and Instagram, it's right there. You can click those links, follow me. I'm trying to grow those as always. No, I agree, and I have no idea what happened to Andujar. It's ridiculous, man. And the Yankees just missed out on Ohtani. They tried, but Sam, the reason that everyone's like, how could you say this about Brian Cashman? Because the Yankees don't develop players, guys. That's on Brian Cashman too. You can't just go out and flex your income, flex your money, and bring in all kinds of stars. Goes, oh, Brian Cashman's a great GM. No. Look at the Blue Jays. Look at how many players the Blue Jays developed. Look at how many players the Padres. Yes, and when you develop your players, then you bring in a Manny Machado. But you don't. The Yankees don't have prospects. The Yankees don't develop pitching. The Yankees don't develop hitters. They don't develop talent. And a lot of times they don't give it a chance to develop because they trade it away. They're a very poorly run organization. They've been poorly run for 20 years.
Cashman won in 2009 because he spent $500 million on Teixeira Sabathia and A.J. Burnett, and he still had Jeter, Posada, Andy Pettit, Mariano Rivera. Yes, he paid a fortune for Hideki Matsui, and Robinson Cano was a guy. But, come on. I take the Giants as my backup defense. I'm actually starting them this week. No, I agree. I think the Giants defense is a good fantasy football start. Definitely. Because I don't think Denver's going to score a lot. I don't think the Giants are going to score a lot either. We do, Nick. We just take them. Glaber's not ours. Glaber came over in the Chapman trade. Glaber was a Cub. Chapman's not ours. Chapman was a Red. You know? Judge is ours. It took Judge a long time to get here. Stanton's obviously not ours. Tyler Wade's ours. Let's not play Tyler Wade. Gardner's ours. Gio not ours. Jameson Taillon not ours. Garrett Cole not ours. Nestor Cortez is ours. Kluber's not ours. The Yankees don't develop anything. They just don't. OGR, thank you, brother. Appreciate you. Really, really. I'll tell you what. I had more fun last week coaching and watching flag football game than I did watching Penn State. That's awesome. Oh, I'm sure coaching is great. Me personally, though, I just couldn't. Not the kids. Like, I would love to coach the kids. I would love to do that. But the kids' parents, like, I'd have a hard time with them. Because you know me, you know my personality, man. I probably wouldn't mesh very good with a parent trying to tell me how to run the team. But Penn State, man, they had a good, that was huge. I picked them in the second part. I always, whenever I do a parlay, I always play like 3 games, and I play a later game so I can hedge my bet. I do have Penn State covering 22.5 against Ball State today. But Ohio State's going to screw me unless they get on an offense run. They're favored by 14, and they're losing right now by 7. But I'm sure it's awesome. Like I said, I just couldn't deal with the parents. Sam, thank you, brother. Appreciate you. Really, really. Be your bad. I'm in Philly for the weekend. I'll make sure to drop a deuce. There you go. Yes. Definitely drop a deuce and leave at Link. You got to. I mean, Philly, they're used to that anyway. Everybody drops a deuce on the Eagles. Yes, Volpe, Dominguez, Peraza, definitely. Definitely. And then we got old Clark Schmidt and Debbie Garcia figure it out too. You know. But Jason Dominguez is supposed to be amazing. But we also heard that about Esteban Florial. We heard that about Ricky Leday. We heard it about Ruben Rivera. We heard it about Phil Hughes. We heard it about Java. We've heard it about a lot of prospects, Dan, that the Yankees never develop. Ohio State can't tackle. That's what I'm looking at this game. Mike, thank you so much, man. Appreciate you. Really, really. He says, dog, be prepared to sign autographs. I'd be shocked if anybody asked for my autograph. Who the hell wants a bad dog autograph? That thing ain't worth anything. I don't know what it's going to be like. Obviously, if I'm a Chris, they'll know who we are. Because, you know, I mean, they know our show. But it'll be fun. I mean, I'm just looking forward to going to the game, Mike. I love tailgating. Like I said, I got to meet some guys from the TTC that I've known for years, like Meet the Mets. He ran the tailgate. I mean, he was an awesome guy. Mike was freaking great, man. Meet the Mets, awesome dude. Bones, you know, and being able to meet guys like Detonator and Gangrene David, OGR, you know, so many great people. Diehard Giants fan, I got to meet him. I'm looking forward to hanging out with Diehard Giants fan this time. He got stuck in traffic last time. You know, it ain't going to happen. Definitely looking forward to hanging out with him. I got to meet Kid Blue. It was a lot of fun, man. We had a lot of fun, even though they lost. We did have a lot of fun. So, yeah, it'll be good. Medina's throwing 100 plus the starting pitcher if he can control his stuff. Well, that was the thing, Pistol Pete. He'll really struggle. He walked 7. And the Blue Jays don't walk. The Ohio State cannot tackle. I am watching, and that's a face mask on top of it. I am watching Oregon just run through this Ohio State defense. You know. I agree, James. I agree. No, I completely agree. I said that about Hal. Hal's a money man. The Yankees drew 25,000 people against the Orioles. Let the Yankees continue to draw 25,000 people or 20,000 people a night. You watch what happens. You know, so 17-13 Broncos. I think the Giants will win, but the Broncos can win, Bob. I'm not a guy going to sit here and tell you the Giants are blowing this team out. Bobby, you're here all the time. If there's one thing you know about me, I talk trash. I love to make fun of the Eagles and the Cowboys and everything else. But you know I'm very realistic when it comes to my team. You know I'm very realistic when it comes to the Giants. OGR, thank you so much, brother. I appreciate you. Really, really, my good man. Look at Ohio, look at Oregon, man. They ain't no joke. He says, I hear what you say about the parents, but parents are not allowed to get on any. Oh, they're not allowed to get on any person on the field. They do that. Oh, well, that's different. That's different. I wasn't even so much maybe talking about like during the game, but like after the game. But I didn't know that that's the way it goes. I just remember like my dad. My dad was a coach. When I played Little League, but I do remember like he was a first base coach. He wasn't like the head coach, but I do remember, why aren't you playing my kid? Why isn't my kid getting more playing time? What's wrong with my kid? Like I remember hearing that even back in the 80s. How come my kid doesn't start? How come my kid's not getting any playing time? Why is my kid just sitting on the bench? That type of thing. You know what I mean? Like that's the type of thing I wouldn't do well with. You know what I mean? So. Yes, I agree, Pistol Pete. Randy Levine, Brian Cashmere, and Boone, they're all terrible. All terrible. There's another guy, Aquarius, Leviathan Prophecy, another guy high on meth. Somehow Denver with a trash-ass offense and the Giants with one of the best defenses in the league. Somehow Denver putting up 31. What is wrong with these people? Have these people even watched football? Do they even know? Yeah, I wish I could just say that. Yeah, because your kid's trash. Your kid's Gary Sanchez. I wish I could say that, actually. Yeah, because your kid is garbage. See where the AFC is, the Raiders. Everybody looking down on the Raiders. Everybody says the Raiders aren't going to do anything. The Raiders are my sleeper team in the AFC. I don't think the Raiders are going to the Super Bowl or anything, but I think the Raiders can make the playoffs. Ohio State's very overrated. Overrated! Oklahoma's going to jump them today. So Ohio State's probably going to fall to about 8 after this embarrassing loss to Oregon. You know, Agitator's good, guys. Agitator wasn't talking about my kid, just so you know. He's fine. He's fine. Agitator's good. Agitator's in here all the time. I-60, man. Thank you, brother. I appreciate you. Brilly. He says, keep up the good work, man. Dog. Appreciate what you do. I appreciate you being here. And let's go, Giants. Damn right. Let's go, G-Man. Exactly, Dan. Greg Allen started the whole thing with the small ball. And then they send him down and they bring up Jonathan Davis, who was hitting 100. The Yankees don't make any sense. Now, I know Heel struggled the other night, but why Andrew Heaney continues to come in big leverage situations is beyond me. Why they bring in Brooks Kriske in a game where the Yankees are only down by a couple of runs and then it implodes in the ninth is beyond me. They're a very poorly managed team from top to bottom, Dan. That's not for lack of talent, but the way they're managed, the way they're run is extremely poor. Hal just sitting back trying to collect cash. The Steinbrenners have money. He don't need money. But he's gonna get hit in the pocket. The Yankees, I'm telling you, I don't know how old you are, Dan. I'm thinking with the way you speak, I'm thinking you're around my age, somewhere in there, maybe a little younger, maybe a little older. I could be completely wrong. But if you grew up in the 80s, and the Yankees were good when I was growing up. They weren't winning playoffs. They weren't in the playoffs. They won 97 games in 1985. But you go back and look at the highlights of Don Mattingly. How many times they hitting his home runs into empty seats in the right field porch? Completely empty upper deck. The Yankees didn't draw anything in the 80s. And that's what's going to happen. You know, the Yankees are really bad in the late 80s. That's what's going to happen to this team. They're expected to make the playoffs. They spend more money than anybody but the Dodgers. They're expected. The Yankees recently have been, let's just get into the wild card. When's the last time the Yankees won the division? When's the last time the Yankees won the division? It's been forever. Their whole thing is let's settle for the wild card. That's not Yankee baseball. Torrey always won with a hot hand, Andrew. Exactly. That's why the Yankees always won. You're supposed to. You manage on feel. You don't manage on the past. You don't manage on guys' numbers from 3 years ago against a certain pitcher. You manage on feel, man. You manage on, hey, this guy's doing well. I'm keeping him in the lineup. He's on fire. You play a guy when he's hot. You sit a guy when he's cold. You don't go, oh, Gary Sanchez, 3 for 4, 2 home. Well, not a bad example, because if he's playing a day game after a night game, you always hit the catcher. Aaron Judge, 3 for 4, double, 2 homer, 6 RBIs. We gotta give him a rest. Got to give him a rest tomorrow. Got to sit Aaron Judge out of the lineup. Or like I said, Gio Urshela, player of the week. We got to sit him down for a week now. Anthony Rizzo's back. No. I need a sound effect. No. You play Luke Voigt until he cools off. Then you bring Rizzo back in the lineup. You don't go, oh, Rizzo, who's 5 of his last 37, we're bringing him back because he's healthy now. No. Did we win the division in 2019? I don't even remember that. So they won in 2019, but where the hell did they get in 2019? That was against the Astros. That was the year they lost. They beat the Twins. Why the hell did I think the Yankees played Oakland in the wild card that year? It must have been the year before. I thought they played Oakland. It must have been 2018 that they played Oakland. Maybe that's what it was. 2018, they played Oakland in the wild card. Then they played the Red Sox. I think that's what I'm thinking of. 2019, they just played the Twins, and they whooped them. We always beat the Twins. Yeah, Aquarius, that's fine, but the Broncos will not score 31 points. That's my point. I'm not saying the Giants can't lose. Trust me. We're not blowing this team out. We're not walking all over the Broncos, but the Broncos won't score 30 points. Our offensive line, I get that you don't trust the O-line, but that's got nothing to do with the defense. The defense is good here. Defense is good. Yeah, Dan, like I said, I was thinking that they played Oakland that year. It was the year before. They played Oakland the year before. Aaron Judge hit the big 2-run homer in the first inning. So, I don't know. Yeah, exactly. Rick Roden, Dennis Rasmussen. Don't forget about Joe and Phil Necro. Don't forget about Ed Whitson, Joe Cowley. Don't forget about those guys, Andrew. I don't expect Ramondre Stevenson to do a lot, Reek. I think Stevenson's more of a downhill runner. I think he'll get some touches. I think he might be a good goal line guy, but I don't think Ramondre Stevenson's going to light up the NFL. I love Trey Sermon, though. I can tell you, I think Trey Sermon will have a pretty good year. I love Trey Sermon. Trey Sermon's a good running back. He was good at Oklahoma. He was good at Ohio State. Sox, what's up, buddy? How you doing, my man? Thank you for being here. Benjamin, brother, thank you so much. Really, man, I really appreciate you. He says, as bad as Bellinger is this year, I don't want to give up. I know what happened to Bellinger. The Bellinger and Yelich are kind of like Gary Sanchez. Like, what the hell happened to these guys? MVP guys, all of a sudden, they're hitting 170. What the hell? You guys keep Sanchez. I don't want him anywhere near the Dodgers. I don't want Seager to leave either. It's inevitable, though. There's a lot of talk about the Yankees going after Corey Seager this offseason because Glaber can't play short. We see that. Glaber's not long for the Yankees. Glaber's going to be gone. Ramdre, what's going on, buddy? I don't know if you were here earlier. I sent your hat out to you today. You should have it Wednesday, just so you know, Ramdre. That went out. I went to the P.O. box this morning, or I went to the post office this morning, sent your hat out. They said it takes like 3 days. So Wednesday, that should be there. Your Yankee hat is on its way, my good man. Yeah, Dan, I mean, I just felt like Gallo strikes out too much, and I feel like we have a lot of those players already, Yes, Link, if the Giants win, if the Broncos win, it's going to be low scoring. I don't think you're going to see 31-27. You're not going to see 27-24. I think 17-14, 20-17, 14-10, 19-16, somewhere in there. I don't know what the over-under is in this game, but I'd be surprised if it's like more than 41. I think 41. If I was making a line, somebody looked that up. I'm usually pretty good at picking the lines for football and the over-under. Somebody give me the over-under for the Giants Broncos. I'm going to say it's like 41. KP, I see you in here. Go look that up. You're my statistician. Go look that up. What's the over-under for the Giants Broncos? I'm going to say 41. I have not looked. I have not looked at all. Thanks, Ramjay. Appreciate you, buddy. Svi, what's going on, buddy? If you want some memorabilia, I got a 2000. Nice. Yes, Nick, I don't really do the memorabilia. I collect cards. Like, I'm a big sports card fan. Like, I love collecting cards. Not really a memorabilia guy because it takes up a lot of space. 41.5. How good am I? Come on. Little quick. So KP says 42.5. Svi says 42. Guitar. So it depends on which site you go to. But that's pretty close. I said 41. That's pretty close. There's 42, 42.5, 41.5. Obviously, it depends on which site you go to. But that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Bobby, I love you, buddy, but you're holding another L with those predictions. Although I will say this, I think the Eagles, I do think the Eagles will beat the Falcons. I do. Would you trade Glaber for someone like Luis Castillo? I would trade Glaber for a bag of dirt right now, Dan. I would trade him for a bag of dirt. Yo, Duncan, my man. Thank you so much for coming to member, man. I appreciate you, brother. Really, really my good man. Duncan Wright, welcome to the Dog Pound, sir. Dog Pound members, you know what to do. Welcome Duncan Wright into the Dog Pound. Who? Let's go. Members only stream will be at the end of the month at some point. And for you guys and girls that don't know, if you are a member of the channel, every month I do a members stream where I give away a jersey to somebody for being a member. If you're in the $2.99 tier, you get 1 entry. If you're at the $4.99 tier, you get 2 entries. If you're at the $9.99 tier, you get 5. I just do a random name picker. We do it 3 times, and whoever gets their name picked, I send you a jersey of your choice. There is a part of me that has been thinking, and again, I don't want to do this because I'm not trying to jack up prices, but I'm thinking about doing, like, I don't know if I'm going to do this, but I'm thinking about adding another tier, like a $25 a month tier, where when I do that, and I do the members only stream, I will give you guys and girls that are at that tier the link to come in and talk to me, on a live stream. I'm thinking about doing it. I'm considering it. I haven't decided yet, but if I do go that route where I do a $25 a month, that would be something that I would add to everything. Obviously, you would get entered, and you would probably get 10 entries into it, or 8 or something. You'd get more entries into it, but I would also give you the link to any member streams, and you could come in and chat. So I'll consider that. Over under is 41. So I've had a bunch of different things. I thought I had a bunch of different things. As an Eagles fan, I saw you with Lord Brunson. Thank you, Duncan. Appreciate you, buddy. LB is my guy. I mean, LB, again, it's all love, man. We talk a lot of shit, but LB is my guy. I talk to LB outside of YouTube. I love working with Brunson. Brunson's fun, man. Brunson's a good dude. LB is my man. He's good people. LB is good people, man. So yeah, I don't know. As a Jets fan, Jim Fossil. You talking about that Eagle fan, Jim Fossil? Mike, I hope you're right, man. I would love the Giants to blow Denver out. I would love that to happen. I don't see it happening, but 41.5 says Fee. So I was close. I said 41. That's pretty close. Ohio State going for it all, and they don't get it. Ohio State trailing 28-14. Haven't had Ohio State. Of course, they don't have a Bosa or Chase Young on this defense this year. My lock of the week, Brandon, I haven't looked at the schedule, so I don't really have a lock of the week. I haven't looked at the schedule at all. I usually don't look at it till Sunday. I was yes, I'm usually pretty close tonight when I do the lines for games. I'm usually pretty close. Yeah, agitator. I don't think Teddy's B survives secondary, and I don't think Daniel Jones can drop back and throw a lot either. I think both teams got to run and play field position, and I think a team that gets up by 2 scores is going to have a major advantage, and I think turnovers are going to be a big part of it. Seattle over Indy, we'll see. All right, Ron, you have a great day, buddy. I appreciate you swinging by, and like I said, look for your hat on Wednesday. Should be there. Hopefully it gets there sooner, but New York to Texas takes a couple days. Who wins the first quarter? Eric, let's hope it's the Giants. Let's hope it was the Giants. Hope it was the Giants. So sorry to hear that, Svi. Jogging's always good for you, though. I can tell you that, man. Niners over Lions. That's a good pick, Jedi. That's a good pick. Rams over Bears. That's another one I think is probably a lock. I think Niners over Lions that's a good one. And the Rams over the Bears, I think, is a good one. I think that because it's not like Matt Stafford's not used to Chicago. Matt Stafford's seen the Bears. Matt Stafford played for the Lions, so he knows that Bears defense. And Matt Stafford definitely didn't have the weapons in Detroit that he does in Los Angeles. So I think the Rams over the Bears is a pretty good one too. Kajari, I pray to God you're right. From your lips to God's ears, 5-0, man. Imagine how much fun we would have if the Giants started off 5-0. Imagine how much fun we would have. 5-0, that would be incredible. If we could start, I just want to start off 1-0. 1-0 would be great. Lions will win. Man, if you think the Lions will win, you need to bet that. You make a lot of money picking the Lions over the Niners. I can tell you that right now. A lot of money. A lot of money. Just 1-0, man. I understand 3-0, 5-0. That'd be great. Just let's get 1-0. Let's one game at a time. Let's just get over 500 for the first time in 4 years. Ohio State's driving, and somehow they got to cover this by 14, or I'm screwed. I guess I should have taken Oregon on the money line. That would have paid a lot too. And there's a drop by the tight end, so it's 2nd and 15. Sal Romano. I don't know what the Yankees are doing, man. I do think Stafford was good with the Lions, Sam. I think Stafford will be really good with the Rams. Absolutely. That's what I'm saying. I think it's going to be a low-scoring 3-point game. I agree. I agree with you, man. Carolina over the Jets. I'm not willing to say that's a lock. And Washington over the Chargers, I think it's tough too. The Raiders I could go with. The Raiders are underrated. I think the Raiders are like I said, they're my sleeper. I don't know. Washington should beat the Chargers, but the Chargers are pretty good. Carolina, I think the Jets could actually win that game, to be honest with you. I do not like Carolina's team at all. You should remember a possible center fielder for the Yankees, Everson Pereira. I saw someone mention him. He's been great since he almost got traded. I mean, we'll take a look, Dan. The problem with the Yankees is they never let these guys develop. When they develop, when they're really good, they trade them. And then when they think they're good, they come up here and they stink. Michael, man, I said 23-20 Giants. I think it's somewhere in there. 23-20 Giants, 2017. Giants by 3 in a low-scoring game. I'm pretty confident. I think the Giants are going to win. I really do. Ohio State's going to have to go for this. They just got a 13-yard completion, be 4th and 2. Yeah, I like Stafford a lot, man. I like Stafford a lot. You're betting on Shepard yards? I think Sterling Shepard will be good. I think Sterling Shepard's going to have a pretty good game. I hope so. What's going on, Big Blue Shirts? How you doing, buddy? Good news of the wife being pregnant. I need the Giants to keep the good news going. Were you the one last night that said that? Somebody said that in Chris's stream, that the wife is pregnant. I said it before, man. Nothing like being a dad. It's awesome. It's awesome. Little bad dog growing up. It's always fun. I mean, the first couple, but you're not going to sleep for a few weeks. I can tell you that. But there's nothing like being a dad. It's freaking awesome. Then watching your kid develop their personality, it's awesome. Ohio State did not convert. They were looking for a flag. They did not get bailed out. Oregon's going to win this game. Ohio State's going to drop a lot. I hear you. Oh yeah, that's the way I was too, man. Nervous but excited. Do you want to know if it's a boy or girl? Like my wife and I wanted to know. Hot Nicks, what's going on, buddy? I came to bring the pain hardcore from the brain. Let's go inside my astral plane. Let's go. Hot Nicks, you should see this shirt that Alien got me. It's a Method Man Yankee shirt, man. I think it's awesome. Oh, you are. Because I know I ran to the bathroom real quick when you donated, so I didn't see it. I just heard him mention it when I was in there. But that's awesome, man. That's good stuff. If you want to lie, yeah, that's I said, Kylie. I thought the Rams over the Bears is a pretty good one. I like the Rams over the Bears. And Jedi's Niners over the Lions. I like that too. But I like the Rams over the Bears and a lock. Ohio State's defense is terrible. They can't tackle at all. Stafford's better than Daniel Jones. I mean, come on, man. Let's be honest. Stafford's one of the most underrated quarterbacks in the league. Gets no love because he plays in Detroit. Stafford is really good. Stafford's way better than Daniel Jones. Way better. There you go, man. That's what you do. I love jogging in the heat. Last year, this year's been terrible because the weather has been god-awful in New York. Rains every day here. It's nice today, but it rains every day here. And, last year when it was hot, 92, 94, I love that. I didn't sweat much when I was running, but when I would get home and I was cooling off, when I would get home and relax for a couple minutes, the sweat just poured off. I loved it. I loved that, man. My marshmallows, they're still here. I said I'll probably put that video back up. Nobody watched it. I was surprised. I'm like, I thought people would watch that video. Like, nobody watched the me burning the Red Sox hat video. I still have it on my phone, though. I'll probably put it back up there again. But yeah, I burnt that damn Red Sox hat. Hell with that. Where's I-911? I mentioned it earlier. I was at work and I heard it on the radio that they said a plane had crashed into one of the Twin Towers, and you're just thinking, oh man, that's a terrible accident. And then the second one hit, and then you knew something was going on. Oregon is tearing up this Ohio State defense. I would do too, Kylie. I think all Giants fans want the Bears to suck this year. Yeah, Matt, the Bama looked amazing. Nobody beats Bama. There you go. That's what I'm talking about. I got to hit shoulders a little later myself. Some delts, some rear delts, some front delts. So it's one of the best parts of my physique are my shoulders. The traps, where I never get traps. I always want my traps to be better. That's genetics. I want my traps to be thicker. There's nothing I can do. I'm disadvantaged when it comes to my trapezius muscles, but I always want them to be better. Of course, cable cross, I do all that stuff. But yeah, rear and front delts, upright rows, all that good stuff. Yes, Hell's Basement does make me sweat. It gets hot down here. It won't be now, but during like the NBA playoffs, when we're talking May and June, yeah, it's hot as hell down here. I'm thinking, I've said this before, but I need an air conditioner for down here. I don't have central air in this house. I need an air conditioner for this window down here. Today, it's gorgeous out. I got the fan blowing in the nice autumn air, which is awesome. Yes. Yeah, I figured a beer and some marshmallows would be good, but nobody watched it. I couldn't believe it. I'm like, why? I thought for sure people would watch it. I'll put it back up, though. I still have it. I got rid of it on YouTube because they got their ass beat, but I'll throw it back up there at some point. I still have it on my phone so I can upload it again. I didn't get rid of the video altogether. I can see that happening high rise. The Rams definitely, and I think the Raiders, I think that's possible. I may pick the Raiders on the money line. What's going on, Blake? How you doing, buddy? I'm giving my body a break for a few days. Oh, listen, David, sometimes, and again, you're younger, but me being older, I need to give my body a break. I need it. Like when you're 45, man, your body don't recover like it used to. Back surgery's got to suck, man. I got that back where my back gets inflamed. I get spasms. It sucks, but never needed an operation. But that's got to be awful. I can't either. COVID. I remember the last time Ohio State lost at home. They're getting dominated. So I'm gonna have to do another parlay because I'm gonna lose this one. So we're gonna have to hit the 330s. Thanks a lot, Ohio State. Appreciate you. Actually, I see South Carolina's also losing to Eastern Carolina. South Carolina sucks. Wow, they're bad. They're bad. But let me get a 330 parlay in there. 100% no, but I think he's very close. I think he's very close to 100%. That's right. They did, but that's Oklahoma. That wasn't even Oregon. But you're right. Yes, Mayfield planted the flag. I do remember that. That was a big win for Oklahoma. Oklahoma does play today. They play at 7 against Western Carolina. I don't even know if that's going to be televised. And again, I'm going to do post games for Oklahoma Sooner football, but not that. Not that. So what happened here? Let's get a thing. Robert, my man, thank you so much, brother. I appreciate you. Brilly. He says, awesome week to start the season with the Cowboys lost. Like sweet tea on a summer day in my Scarface voice. Cowboys are a hossa. I can't do that. My man DWG does by the way, he'll be here Sunday. My man DWG does the best Scarface ever. But yes, that was great to see the Cowboys lose. One thing Eagles and Giants fans can agree on, Cowboys holding an L is always a beautiful thing. Always a beautiful thing. Texas over Arkansas. When do they play? I'm not going to mess with that. I hate that these aren't in order. I'm taking Penn State over Ball State. I'm going to lay the 22.5. I think they should win that. I'm going to take Georgia over UAB, given 22.5. I'm not touching that Nebraska game. You know what? I'm going to take Iowa on the money line over Iowa State. And then there's 7 o'clocks. I'll probably wait. Texas is minus 6.5. That's a pretty good one. I'll probably do a 7 o'clock parlay, but so that's what I have. I have Penn State laying 22.5 against Ball State. I have Georgia laying 22.5 against UAB. Not messing with the over-under. I got all the games right last week. I missed on over-under on all of them. So I stay away from the over-under this week, and I can't freaking get the damn Ohio State game. We're just going to do that. We'll go with a 3-team parlay. $500? No. $5. Makes it fun. Mike, thanks so much, man. I appreciate you. Brilliant. Yeah, I'll get Texas. Like I said, I'll do a 7 o'clock. I do the 7 o'clock parlays, and then I'll do a 10 o'clock parlay. And hopefully I'm not 0 for 4 again like I was last week. He says, Canchez, Glaber, and Duar DJ. How? I don't get it. Yeah, the funny thing is, Fizz, Ohio State won me a lot of money a couple years ago. A lot. And I'm like, but South Carolina's going to lose too. So I guess it doesn't matter, man. What's going on, Boxiest Yapper? I don't know, Mike. I don't know what the hell happened to those guys. So I made the Gary Sanchez video. I don't know what happened to him, man. I don't know. But again, I do it for fun. I don't bet a lot of money. Like I got guys in here like, yo, I laid $100 on the Giants. Yo, I bet $100 parlay. I bet $200 on the Giants. I don't do that, man. I bet $5 3 and 14 parlays, $20 a week. If I lose, it's not the end of the world. I do it for the thrill of just winning. They don't pay a lot. If I get ahead, sometimes I'll raise it. Like I'll do a $10 or $20 parlay, or I'll bet $20 to win. I never bet more than $20 on a team. But if I get ahead in my season, my bets start to increase. But beginning of the year, it's always $5. It's just more for entertainment and to make the games more exciting. Although I love college football anyway. That was almost picked off. That ended up being a hell of a catch. Big play to end the third quarter for Ohio State. South Carolina, when I checked Jedi, they were losing 14-7. I don't know if that's just what was showed up on my phone. I don't know if it updated. Let me see. They were when I put the phone on, they were down 14-7. No, they're not. They're not in it, Nick. They got to win by 14, so they're not in it. Ohio State's not winning this game by 14. So, yeah, Fizz, I know you're a Bronco fan, buddy. Good luck. I mean, I got no hate for the Broncos, so good luck, man. Both of these teams are very similar. Kent's beating VMI 60-10. Auburn's crushing Alcorn State or whatever the hell that is. 55. Yes. Eastern Carolina is beating South Carolina 14-7. South Carolina has the ball deep in Eastern Carolina territory. They're at the 13 second and goal. Pittsburgh is walloping Tennessee 34-20. Florida smashing University of South Florida 35-3. I almost bet that, but I couldn't lay the 28 points. Somebody on Uncle Lou's stream picked Tennessee on the money line. That's not happening. Virginia smashed Illinois 42-14. I should have bet that too. Illinois was only like a 6.5 point dog. I should have bet that. Illinois is terrible. But we have a lot of fun with this. But and it's all good, man. Well, yeah, for the bet. Yeah, Auburn crushed today. I mean, Auburn's up big. 55-0. Oh, the Ducks are killing them. Catalog. I mean, Ohio State's overrated. Ohio State can't tackle anybody. Oregon's been running roughshod right through there like a hot knife through butter. They don't have a Chase Young. They don't have a Nick or a Joey Bosa. They don't have those guys. Should have bet Florida. I didn't know Florida was not great last week, so I don't know if they could cover 28, but I considered it. I don't know. Bama's incredible. Bama's just the Oklahoma Sooners need to play like Bama. You never see Nick Saban take his foot off their throat. Nick Saban tries to win by as many as he can. Oklahoma gets up by 4 touchdowns. They stop playing, and then the next thing you know, they're in a dogfight. Should not have had that. Should have never happened with Tulane. Oklahoma should have won that game about 61-21. Instead, it ended up being 40-35 because they took their foot off the pedal. It can't happen. 35-3 at half. I think Hot Nicks, I think he's a full go. I think Galladay's a full go. I think Galladay is whole. I'm going to start off rusty. I'm going to start off slow. I think that's all mind games, man. I think he's trying to make the Broncos players think that this guy's not 100% and they're going to let down. And they're not. They're going to be like, he's not 100%. We can let down a little bit. I don't think any player would actually come out and tell you his weakness. I think that's complete reverse psychology. I think Galladay is trying to surprise him that he is 100% healthy and he's ready to go. That's what I think. Who's Bama playing? I don't think it matters. Bama going to roll. Let's see if I can find it. No, Bama could never beat the Jags. That's always a thing. No college team can beat an NFL team. The best college teams, Alabama might have 6 or 7 NFL players on it. NFL teams have 53 NFL players. Bama has something called, I don't even know who this is. Bama has something called the Mercer Bears today. Bama has something called the Mercer Bears. Yes, they're all playing. Kadarius Toney, Kenny Galladay, Saquon. Yes. That's what we got. But I'm going to get out of here, guys. It's almost 3 o'clock. I appreciate you hanging out with me. Like I said, I'll probably be live tomorrow as well. A little pregame, maybe at like 11 or something in the morning. We'll come down. We'll talk about the game. But we didn't really talk about the Giants, man. I love hanging out with you guys. I do. I love hanging out with you guys and girls, but I swear we never talk about the Giants. I want to talk about the Giants. I want to talk about the Giants. Let's talk about the Giants. We'll come back tomorrow. We'll be live at like 11 o'clock, somewhere in there. Let's talk about the Giants. Get ready for Giants football. Let's win. Let's win tomorrow. But hopefully you guys and girls will tune back tomorrow. Like I said, I'll be live before the games start. I don't want to be live during the game. So like I said, probably 11. We'll come by. We'll talk about the Giants. Get ready. We'll, whatever. But I appreciate you guys and girls being here. You're the best chat on YouTube. I say it all the time. I can never do this without you guys and girls. I appreciate the hell out of you. So I'm going to get out of here. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday. Go out, do something, or watch some college football, whatever you want to do. And we'll see you next time. See you tomorrow. Ready for Giants football, baby.